So I'm just sat here doing nothing, and we've got a level 2 hype train going on Twitch. Why? I've not even done anything. I put a YouTube video out. There's a timer counting down to 0. You don't know what's going to happen. You're just assuming that I'm going to stream. Maybe that's the new meta on Twitch. Put a YouTube video out, go live on Twitch with a countdown screen, wait for the hype train to build up, collect the money, don't even stream. Just run away. It'd be so much easier for me. I don't know why I'm sitting here playing the game. I mean, when you break it down, minute by minute, hour by hour, this apparently is the most efficient way of doing anything. Yeah, you all got scammed. Don't know. And then Ryu in the actual game says, Josh, this is LazyManMode. You're not playing the game. We are. That's a very good point, Ryu. That's a remarkably good point. You know what? Yeah, there's no argument against that. It's fine. You know what? Just for that, I'll start now. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. How is everyone? It's a lazy Sunday. It's a lazy, chilled out, relaxed Sunday. I hope you're all having a lovely day. I went to the gym this morning. I'm taking the gym very seriously, okay? I very much am. And is it just me? Or because every single YouTuber that I follow seems to right now either be unfortunately gaining weight and wanting to change it, which, you know, fully support if you want to change that. Fantastic. Well done to you. Or getting absolutely ripped. Like, you look at MMO Bite, the dude is really jacked. You look at the Lazy Peon, the guy is a machine. It's weird. Look, it's warm again. You're laughing at my fake vest. I'm going to find a way that whenever I'm at like a real life convention, I just carry around a vest with me on a stick and don't need to wear it. Just hold it in front for pictures. That's what I'm going to do. But yes, the vest is there because it's about a more billion degrees over here in the UK. My goodness, thank you very much for all the gifted subs. That's remarkably kind of you. And then my alarm goes off to remind me to get to work. See, I do take it seriously. Take it very seriously getting to work on time. Need to make sure, no matter what happens, I'm here, ready for you. But no, that is a lot of gifted subs. Thank you very much. That's incredibly kind of you. I've done nothing. Apparently just standing in Lumbridge is the new RuneScape meta. This is what we do. Just stand in Lumbridge and do nothing. Just see how long the hype train builds up for, how many subs get through. Fine. I don't even want to stream. Okay. Someone just said the Spiffing Brit is also streaming at the minute. If you want to go to the Spiffing Brit, I understand. I won't be mad. Just disappointed. Okay? I'll be hurt. I'm not going to lie. Just a little bit. Little tiny bit. For those of you who are unsure what we're going to do, allow me to explain how LazyManMode works. I love old school RuneScape. Old school RuneScape is fantastic. It's one of my favorite MMORPGs. It's not perfect at all. It's got flaws, but on the whole, I enjoy it. I want to get a quest cape. Again, I've already got a quest cape on one of my other accounts, but I want a quest cape this time. However, I don't want to work for it because that sounds like a lot of effort and a lot of time and a lot of investment that I don't, want to have. So instead, Noah, we don't need to go to Barbarian Outpost. Thank you for the offer of the teleportation, though. So what I'm doing is pretty much just outsourcing all of the work and the effort to you guys. The next quest we're going to be doing is Lost City. And Lost City, I believe, begins talking to the warrior south of Draenor Village. So, Darcy, you're always dependable. Darcy, please walk me south of Draenor Village. I have got run on, and I have got stamina potions in my inventory, because we are being efficient today. That's what we're being. So yes, this is like streamer man mode, lazy man mode, carry man mode, whatever you want to call it. Basically, I don't want to bother putting any effort into this. It's Sunday. I don't want to work. If I wanted to work, I would have been a not Twitch streamer. Also, I'm understanding that Visa, who makes the clips and runs the clip channel remarkably well, by the way, Visa is looking at the very quickly dwindling footage that he's got left, being like, Josh, you've got to stream soon. I'm running out of gruel. I'm running out of food. I need you to give me some content, Josh. There's got to be... You know what? No. I'm going to have an entire stream of just saying entirely normal... not controversial, in no way interesting things. That's what I'm going to do. Will you do another Barbie stream? Oh, if I was smart, I would have done that today. That was that would have been a really smart thing to do, actually. But probably, I'll probably end up playing Barbie Race and Ride at some point because why not? Has anyone seen Barbie? Has anyone seen Oppenheimer? I've seen neither. I've been trapped inside editing the entire time. I'm assuming that it's a weird mix, isn't it? It's like the fact that Saw and Paw Patrol, the film, are coming out on the same day. Is this a thing that started now? Are Hollywood going to match up two films that should absolutely not be released together at all and release them together? Because the whole Barbenheimer thing has become a fantastic meme. It's become incredible. I'm really happy that I'm alive to live through that. You know, born too late to explore the oceans, born too early to explore the stars, born just at the right time to appreciate Barbenheimer and play old school RuneScape. Truly, we are in the greatest time of the greatest timeline. That's true. Do you do LazyManMode for LazyManMode or other games? So right now, this is the only one that I've LazyManMode. Do you think I could LazyManMode it all the way through? Like, I'm thinking of games that you can team up for the majority of the game. MMOs obviously are big ones for this. And what I'm thinking is you can probably do it for Guild Wars 1 and 2. You could probably do it for Final Fantasy 14. You could, I think you'd have quite a good time, quite an easy time doing it for Path of Exile. I think that would probably be, seeing as Path of Exile's free, there's probably a lot more Path of Exile players that will be willing to jump on and help out, because even though I love Guild Wars 1, I just don't think there are as many Guild Wars 1 players. Right, start the Lost City quest. So pretty much I'm just clicking through the stuff. I'm not going to bother reading all of it because we've got a lot of stuff to do today. Try cutting the tree just to the west. That's too far away. Myth, please walk me toward that tree to the west. Thank you very much. Chop tree. And then a leprechaun, Seamus, appears. Seamus the leprechaun. Does he deserve an Irish accent? Does he? Maybe we should check with the Irish community first, make sure I'm allowed to do this. I think Germans have just about forgiven me. I think the German streaming community has looked and gone, Josh, don't do it again. You know, when I did my amazing German accent. I haven't yet tried the French accent because I can't do it. Although I did meet AlphaCast, who apparently is a really, really big French streamer, when we went to the Baldur's Gate 3 thing in Ghent, in Belgium. Baldur's Gate 3, I want to talk about at some point as well, because first of all, AlphaCast seemed like a lovely guy. Oh, there was the one as well. There's another German streamer as well. He was fantastic. He was super cool. But no, the Baldur's Gate 3 thing was a really nice day. And I spoke to all the staff members that helped make the game, and they were lovely people. They were very, very nice. Maurice, that was it. Maurice was terrific. He was lovely. In fact, there was this moment. There's actually a picture, I think it's on Twitter, that I put up. There's myself, there's AlphaCast, and there's Maurice, which is the UK, France, and Germany. Pretty much the representation, if you will, of MMOs or action online games. And yeah, we all got on really well. Yeah, he was a super cool dude. Really, really nice guy. But, the bear scene in Baldur's Gate 3, oh my god. So, you know how I've mentioned Neil Newbin before, the voice actor who has done a load of stuff in the Resident Evil things? Well, apparently Neil was the motion capture artist for Asterion in that. And it turns out that I also happened to randomly on Twitter bump into the motion capture artist and voice actor for the druid that turns into the bear, and those two actually decided to do like a joint stream at some point. So everyone is very much leaning in to this joke, which I very much appreciate. Bank all weapons and armor you have, including the axe, and go to Port Sarim's, go to boat to Entrana. Sounds effort. Myth, if I trade with you, can you hold this axe, please? Myth, you just hold that axe for me. That'd be great. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Mr. Josh Strife, how are you? Read 5, I'm very well. How are you? Hopefully you're having a lovely day. If anyone's just popped over from, climb down the ladder on the north side of the island. Go to Port Sarim. Okay, I've got a Falador tablet, so I'm going to break the Falador tablet. Can't bring it onto Entrana. Can you bring the parrot onto Entrana, the shoulder parrot? That's a very important one for me. JP, hey Josh, would you be interested in hosting an episode of RuneScape Chronicles? Why not? Let's do it. It's an OSRS highlight and commentary channel with usually daily uploads. I will see what I can do. My schedule at the minute is annoyingly busy because I'm trying to move house, which whoever invented the concept of moving house, I wish them nothing but the worst. You know what I wish for them? I wish they have to move house like 3 times in a week. That's what I wish. It is the most annoying process that I've gone through. And then you'll get the solicitors being like, Mr. Hayes, do you have this piece of paperwork from 80 years ago? I'm like, mate, I don't have anything important from last week. How organized do you think I am? No, people are like, oh, Josh, do you have this incredibly specific email address that you logged into once, 14 years ago? Do you have, I need to know everywhere you've lived for the last 10 years. I'm like, I don't remember that. Sometimes I'll be walking down the street and be like, oh shit, I lived there for like 2 years. This is my head. I realized when I was a teenager that I knew the layout of Gillinor, the RuneScape landmass, better than the village I lived in. And people would be like, Josh, you're terrible at direction. I'd be like, no, I'm great at direction, but only of places that don't exist. So honestly, when they're trying to be like, oh, we need you to get all this really complicated stuff, I don't know. I really, really don't know. And the stupid thing was they got back to me, the solicitors, and they were like, yes, we need a signature from someone who's currently on holiday. I'm like, all right, this is a very important person. You need to sign a piece of paperwork because it's holding up the process. Do they not have a solicitor? Do they not have an attorney? Does someone not have power to say yes in their stead? And they were like, dunno. All right, cool. Just sit here and do nothing then. Be great. Why not? But no, seriously, the process of moving house is... It's a fun one. It's definitely a fun one. You can contact him straight through Discord. Ah, I see. I followed you on Twitter. Yes, I've hit my daily Twitter limit, by the way. That's a thing now. So apparently the Twitter support says that you can send up to 500 messages a day. I send way less than 500 messages a day. Although I did, just, to see what the limit was, message a load of people saying, ignore these messages. I'm just going to spam you for a bit to see what the limit is. And most people were like, yeah, that's cool. Go for it. And I probably got to about 200, and then I got a message saying you cannot send any more messages. The irony was, the message that I couldn't send, actually, the message I was trying to send was, I can't believe this is the limit to what I can do. And it said, you cannot send that, you have hit the limit, which I think is a beautiful irony. An absolutely beautiful irony. So I need to go down here and kill something. Ryo, I'm going to follow you. I need a hatchet. Unfortunately... the only way to get a hatchet down here is to kill the skeletons or the zombies until a hatchet drops. So what I'm going to assume is that we have an army of people currently killing skeletons, which is great. In fact, Myth is already trading with me. And has Myth already... Xerxian top, Xerxian robe, Xerxian belt, fire battle staff, glory, blessing, knife. I don't think I can wear any of those, but I'm going to take them because that's how I get rich. Look at that, see? Oh, I can. Okay. Fair. Fine. Forget me then. I can't wield that because I need 30 attack and 30 magic, and I'm only 28 magic. But can I equip the Honourable Blessing? I can. Excellent. And the Amulet of Glory. Okay, this has got a lot easier. Also, check the fashionscape. When does the philosophy discussion start? That's a very good question. Okay, what philosophy? Myth, I'm going to follow you. Myth, could you... in fact, first of all, I need... someone here needs to find an axe. I like how this is the epitome of LazyManMode. I need to get an axe from a zombie, which means there is now an army of people killing zombies until someone drops an axe on this pile. Oh, fantastic. I'll wait until it appears and I'll pick it up. Are we doing a LazyManMode? Yes, we are. Glad you finally got a chance to catch the stream. Well, I'll try as hard as I can to be entertaining. I can't promise anything. I will, like I've said before, I will definitely exceed your expectations, provided you lower your expectations. Come into the stream expecting a solid 5 out of 10, and when I give a 6 out of 10, you'll be impressed. There we go. First time Twitch viewer, I'm ready for the second monitor wisdoms. God, that clip channel has really kind of raised the bar of what people expect from live performances. Hang on, there's a zombie just punching me, but I'm going to wait for Myth to deal with it, and then... oh, hang on. Rick has apparently got a... Rick's got a hatchet. Good man. Why is Josh throwing mugs inside his vest? Hey. Hey, where I put my mugs is up to me. Darcy, I'm going to follow you now. Attempt to cut a branch from the Draman tree. Be prepared to be attacked. I should probably put some kind of... I'm going to stick some Protect from Magic on. Don't know if it's going to help. Didn't. Alright, cool. So I need to cut the tree and then, if I remember correctly, run down here, I think is the safe spot. Safe spot here. Ah, okay. Rick says safe spot there. That's fine. Right, so we attempt to chop down the tree, run back to here. Oh, no, that's still... what about down here? Okay, what about over here? What about over here? Hang on, we're going to find this. Hang on. We're going to find it. Don't worry. We'll find the safe spot. Just gotta run around for a little bit till we get to the safe spot. Might take us a minute. Oh. Okay, hang on. There we go. We're good. Let's, oh, I forgot to bring a stick with me, so I may need to cast Water Bolt manually every time. So just bear with me. Just give me a minute. We're okay. I understand the irony that LazyManMode is in fact much more work than not doing it this way. If you had 2 more mage levels, you could use the staff. Yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda. There's lots of stuff. Should be stuck on the corner, but either way, we're blocking it. This is how it works. When I started this LazyManMode, it was very much because I wanted to spend more time talking to the chat and less time playing the game, because I think one of the strengths of this stream is the engagement with the chat. Of course, sometimes like this, I'm putting myself in such a difficult position that I need to pay attention. There's not really much more I can say about clicking on Cast Water Bolt repeatedly. Alright, sweet, there we go, cool. Spirit's dead, got some drama staffs. He hates us, guys. Dean, don't do this to me. I'm going to get several Draman staffs because I am nothing if not efficient. Get more than 1. I'm going to get 4. Right, getting a Draman branch. Teleport away with the branches. I've got a Valador teleport. And then entering Zenaris. Oh no, Zenaris is in Lumbridge. Let's go to Lumbridge. Break the Lumbridge teleport. Off we go. How does one recommend a game for the worst MMO series? You can message me on Discord, but I guarantee someone's recommended it. I get one message about a day asking about Windcraft, the, hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, the Minecraft MMO, and then I get more people asking about Anarchy Online, a load of people asking about... There's a lot of people asking about a lot of things, all the time. DC Universe Online. Did I get a haircut recently? That was about a week ago, but I've discovered that whatever barber I go to and whatever I ask for, it doesn't really matter what I ask for. What I will get is far too short hair. I walk in and they're like, okay, Mr. Hayes, how much? They don't know my name. Can you imagine if you walked in the barber and knew your name straight away? They walk in, they're like, all right, what do you want? I'm like, just a little bit off the top, you know, it's like that much, like a little bit. I want to be able to slick it back, put it sideways, you know, live out my Brendan Fraser in the Mummy fantasy, that kind of thing. And by Brendan Fraser in the Mummy fantasy, I mean how his hair is, not that, but I mean, come on, we've all seen the Mummy. I think the film The Mummy is the ultimate litmus test for whatever your sexuality is going to be when you grow up. Because you could come away from watching The Mummy and you could say that you found any of the cast attractive, and you'd be right. Everyone would agree with you, without a doubt. It's a brilliant, beautiful, sexy film. It truly is. Right, use knife on Draman staff, create a Draman branch. I'm going to equip the Draman staff and open the door. In we go. That teleports me through to Zenaris, and we are here. Fantastic. Done Lost City. That was much easier than I remember it being. I remember it being much, much harder than that. But apparently, no, we've now done this. Fantastic. Mummy is a sexy film. I've heard enough. Look, if you're not going to be prepared for the raw, uncut, hot opinions, then this stream it's not a safe space. Because I'm going to say controversial things like The Mummy is a good film. Not The Mummy with Tom Cruise. That was a bad film. Because everyone collectively just forgot that Tom Cruise made that remake. It's brilliant, isn't it? Everyone's like, Tom Cruise is an amazing actor. Like, what about The Mummy? It's like, oh, no, that doesn't exist. We've all collectively agreed to forget that. Not the Tom Cruise one. Right, where are we going now? I have finished one of the quests. I now need to get him the OSRS Optimal Quest Guide. I'm instinctively just putting OSRS but before anything I Google. It's ruined me. Right, Lost City done. Fairy Tale Part 1, Growing Pains. Fantastic. Okay, cool. That's simple, seeing as we're here now. We may as well talk to Zenaris. I need a couple of items for this, but I'm sure someone can just give them to me. Starts in Draenor, for God's sake. Right, talk to Martin in Draenor Market. Off to Valador, I suppose? No. Let's go to Lumbridge. I'm going to break a Lumbridge teleport tablet, and then we can just walk to Draenor from there. First time catching your stream, you have my undivided attention. Divide it. You know, it's okay. I understand. I mean, I can't even watch my own stream without Subway Surfers in one corner, Family Guy playing in another one of someone cutting slime with a weird knife, someone else dropping Orbeez down a toilet. What is that? Is it? I realized what it was every time you scroll up on TikTok or you scroll up on Instagram or Twitter or whatever you are, it's because you want more dopamine in your brain. You want more of that immediate hit of give me stuff. And if you have 4 different videos, then each video is getting effectively a quarter of your attention. But if you put all 4 of those videos onto one video, giving it a quarter of the screen each, you spend 4 times as much time on that video. It's not a good quality video. It's just a very efficient distraction. It's sad. It really is sad. Sometimes, how long is... Also, I know that I'm going off on a tangent here, but I very much need to ask you this, because some people in this chat are cool. Some of you are hip. Some of you are happening. Some of you, you know what the down low is. I know that I'm aging myself as a boomer right now, but that's kind of what I'm trying to do. There was a thread on Reddit, all right? I know, it's a bad start to a sentence, but believe me, it's going to get worse. There was a thread on Reddit saying, what is an old person thing that old people don't realize is an old person thing? And someone commented, phone cases with built-in sections that hold cards and money. Is this an old person thing? I thought this was just a convenient way of replacing my wallet with a black phone case. I didn't realize that I was making some kind of age statement. And yes, it broke inside. Some of it ripped, so I just duct taped it up. All right, I'm not buying a new phone case until it actually breaks. Is this an old person thing? Like, I get my phone out and I'm like, but let me just get my money out of this little slot just here. Ha! Now it's back in my pocket. That way, I've only got one pocket that I'm using for everything instead of having a wallet in the other pocket. Because, my God, I'll have a wallet if people want me to. Cases with card holders are just efficient. Yeah, it's just... There's a bit of a war going on in the chat right now. People are like, no, it's not an old person thing, or yes, it's an old person thing. If we get some kind of clip out of this, I'm going to need... You know what? We need a poll. We need a poll right now. I'm going to poll it. This is very important. Phone case with card pockets. Old person thing. Not old person. And when I say not old person thing, I mean like you wouldn't look at it and immediately think, ah, it's an old person, that is. And I'll give you... We'll have 3 whole minutes for this vote. So we'll start the poll right now. How old, however old is to you. You know, old to you might be different to old to me. Because sometimes people walk up to... You know you're old when like children start calling you sir. That's especially when they don't know you and you're like, you know, you're walking through the supermarket and you're pushing the trolley and a child runs around the corner and nearly bumps into you and they're like, oh, sorry, sir. And then walks off, and I'm like, okay, first of all, why am I living in the middle of some kind of Victorian-era shopping centre with urchins just blitzing round the corner? And am I that old now? I swear to God, if you 50-50 this poll, I will restart the stream. Oh, for God's sake. Of course you are. I'm trying to gather data. I'm sorry, Squire. Yes. Why are ghosts always Victorian children? Did no children die before that time? Where are the ghosts of dinosaurs? Where are, like, the medieval knight ghosts? Where are the ghosts of people that died, like, 20 years ago? Why was it a Victorian fad to be like, oh yeah, when you die, you've got to come back as a ghost? That's the thing. You're going to be very, very popular in horror films. That's what's going to happen. I just always found it weird. And then they're like, oh yes, and this house is haunted by a Victorian child. Wow, did nothing happen before that? I swear to God, you 50-50'd this vote. 185, 185, 186, 185. It's because it's 3 minutes. Oh, I made it longer, which means you guys get to play with it more. Don't clip that. I'm talking about the poll. The fact that because it lasts for longer, you get more choice. I was going to play fucking RuneScape. I'm not going to talk anymore. Sometimes the words betray me. Oh, okay. Right, let's just... No. Steaming hot clips for you right now. Visa's going to be eating good for the next week. That one clip. That's going to do him well. But no, in all seriousness, it seems that if I make it last longer, you guys are able to balance it more, which is... Josh, just stop. Grow up. Sorry. Look, sometimes I do say things and I'm fully aware that I'm saying innuendos. And sometimes I say things and I only realise they're innuendos afterwards. I realised a few days ago that sometimes I need to think before I think. Not before I talk, because I think and I just say the thing that comes to my head. Streams are just word vomit. That's what they are. Sometimes I wish I need to engage my brain before I engage my brain to work out what I'm going to be thinking about. Okay, talk to 5 farmers, then return to Martin in Draenor. The recommended 5 are Frizzy in Port Sarim. Apocalypsa, please lead me to Port Sarim. I am following you. Let's do this. Off we go to Port Sarim. Brain check. You have 50-50'd the poll. However, Not an Old Person has won by 2 votes. 211 to 209. That is 0.5% if you consider the fact that a total of roughly 400 votes were cast. 0.5% of people. If one person who voted for Not an Old Person thing voted for Old Person thing, it would have been perfectly balanced. But you couldn't do that. You couldn't do it. Also, you vindicated me. Thank you. It's not an Old Person thing. There we go. I was reading a tweet the other day. Sometimes my best stories start like that. But I need you to understand, where's Frizzy? It's a good question. Where is Frizzy? Frizzy in Port Sarim. I'm guessing Frizzy is over there by the other thing, but I'm not going to stop you. So I was reading a tweet, and it said, and I don't know if any of you guys can agree with this, the more important you get, the more, the more ranks you climb in an organization, the more wealth you generate, the more important people you contact, the shorter the emails get. Or the more formal the communication gets. And I thought, that's really weird. But when I stopped to analyze it, I'm like, yeah, you know what? Whenever I've talked to really big in-charge people of, really big, powerful companies, they're always really chill. They're always like, okay, yeah, let's just do this on Discord. Let's have a chat right now. Let's just have a Twitter conversation. It's easier because I think they know they've succeeded and so don't feel that they have anything specific to do. So they're more than happy just to communicate efficiently, which I think is very important. Whereas when I was talking to people who are, say, kind of middle management in any big organization, it's always long emails to whom it may concern, extremely long flowery text, big sign-off box at the end. And yeah, that kind of stuff. Corporate is cringe. I mean, it's weird. Whenever you talk to people that see themselves as corporate and they act corporate, you talk to people that see themselves as just making, a thing that's happy about it. I like it. Hello, funny person that lives in my side monitor. Ugh. Sometimes you have a dream in life and you fall a bit short. When they say aim for the stars, what was it? Shoot for the stars and even if you miss, you'll be in the sky. That's not the saying, but it's aim up, and even if you don't go totally up, you'll still be vertical better than you were before. Shoot for the moon, and even that was the one. This is not a motivational speech. Not a motivational speech, not a motivational speaker. Shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you'll be among the stars. That kind of thing. So what happened was, I very much wanted to be an actor, and ended up just being a Twitch streamer. So I'll take this. I have this issue where I always get bored with all the MMOs I play. My longest ever 14. Do you have any ideas on how to prevent that? Ah, right. You've discovered the debuff of depression. So what needs to happen there is you've got to speak to somebody about that and slowly start working on that, because MMOs are without a doubt the fastest way to pretty much speed run that permanent buff. well, debuff in many ways. It's not a great thing to have, and you definitely need to be talking to somebody about that. Unfortunately, that's pretty much what it is. The thing is, what it is MMOs, we normally discover them during moments in our life when we have a hell of a lot of free time, and then whenever we have less free time and we try to rediscover them, we realize that sometimes we did only enjoy things because we put so much time into them, they became enjoyable. It's almost like an acquired taste, and then you become older and you don't have as much time to acquire the tastes. We've gone to Frisian Port Sarim, Elmston west of Draenor. Okay, Heskel in Falador Park is up next. Did I consider being a stunt double for Henry Cavill? I did, but unfortunately, whenever I was on two-screen, I just looked a bit too buff. And then it cut back to Henry, and it was very obvious that it wasn't me on screen anymore. And I think that it didn't sit well with the producers. What do I think about the state of Diablo 4? Remember a couple of months ago when everyone was 100% anti-Blizzard and everyone was like fully convinced they would never play a Blizzard game again, and everyone was really, 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 oh my god, we're going to stand up and we're going to believe in this forever. And then it turns out that as soon as a new game came out, everyone forgot about doing that. I just didn't bother forget about doing that, and I've got no real interest in playing it at all. Outrage, especially public outrage, lasts about 3 months. That's what happens. And you can time this, and I time it every time. Sometimes people even come to me and say, fellow YouTubers, companies, creators, and they're like, oh my god, I've caused a massive mistake and people are angry at me. What do I do? I'm like, just wait 3 months. If you're lucky and something else happens, wait 2 months. Because I guarantee people will forget and people will move on. Because outrage is effort, and people normally don't have as much time and effort as they think they do. So, yeah, whenever people were like, oh, we're going to boycott Blizzard until things change. Okay. What's changed? Nothing, but they've put a game out that I want to play. All right, cool. I have no real particular desire to play Diablo 4. It has made me want to play Path of Exile again, because I did miss that. But as far as, giving money back to Blizzard goes, no, not really. Myth, what are you trading me? I'll take it. People keep falling for FOMO. They absolutely 100% do. You are giving me some runes for something, so thank you. Trensnor, south of Varrock Castle. Yeah, that's a really good way of putting it, Slayer. Outrage lasts until the next trailer. It absolutely is. Can you justify... Oh, interesting. Veganism. Can you justify why you eat the corpses of sentient beings? Okay, first of all, that is the most badass way anyone has ever described just being a meat eater. I'm going to use that term for the rest of time. Yeah, that's fantastic. It's because they're tasty. I suppose is the main reason. The same reason that I eat whatever sludge and slop Cadbury put out, even though it's got, beetles in it. I'll be like, this is quite tasty. You ever tried duck? Duck's great. It's lovely and tasty. Now, if you want to be vegan, vegetarian, fruitarian, whatever you want to have, absolutely fine. You go for it. Fully support your lifestyle choices if you want to do that. It is absolutely okay to support someone having the lifestyle choices they want to have. It's not okay to force your choices onto somebody else. That's one of the big things that I've discovered. Where is this dude? I'm guessing it's just there. Let's chat to you. Absolutely okay to have whatever lifestyle choices you want to have. And it's expecting yourself to follow your own rules is fine. Expecting me to follow your rules is not fine. Now, those rules might be very understandable. They might be very moral. They might be correct. They might be objectively and subjectively correct. And I might look and go, you know what? I want to follow this. That's an entire thing. And that's okay. Life choices can change as you get older, as you learn more. It's totally fine. But one of the fastest ways to put people off following whatever your life choice happens to be is guilting them for not following it and then demanding them they do. Because what most people will then do is push back against what you're telling them to do, even if what you're telling them to do is good for them and right and good for the environment and, good points all round. Because a lot of people will push back as soon as they're told to do something, especially if someone tells them to do it in a smug, arrogant, narcissistic kind of way. That's one thing I tend to find. So everyone in the chat, just let me know about this. Have you ever spoke to someone who has told you to do something, but they've told you to do it in such a way that comes across as incredibly patronizing or arrogant or belittles you, and almost makes them feel good by like a superiority complex. And even though what they're telling you to do is something that you would probably quite like to do, you now don't want to do it specifically because you dislike the person that has told you to do it. It is one of the most counterintuitive ways that any group or any individual attempts to convert people to their cause. Because, and I'll share the psychology on this, whenever an individual or a group of people go out in an attempt to effectively preach or pontificate their views to the world or to an individual, if they're doing it with understanding, with care, with patience, and with genuine empathy, you're much more likely to convert whatever their views are and agree with them. If they're doing it with arrogance, if they're doing it with narcissism, if they're doing it in a way that bigs them up as correct and puts you down as wrong, they're not actually doing it to convince you to join them. They're doing it because it makes them feel good about themselves. And it's a way to effectively punish the other, which in this case is you. It's almost like a cult tactic of pushing people who don't follow your doctrine away in order to convince the people that do follow your doctrine that they are correct. And this actually has a place in kind of cult growth or cult mentality. It's very much a tactic used to support and to kind of maintain control and maintain passion, fire and drive within the in-group, effectively, if you will. So if you're a cult leader, I mean, Creed said it best in The Office, you have more fun as a follower, but you make more money as a leader. If you are a cult or a group leader, and I'm not saying veganism a cult, I'm just saying that any group of people that want to subscribe to any level of personal choice or doctrine and then push it onto somebody else, any level of kind of group like that do need to acknowledge that at least on some level, you're going to have to, first of all, convince other people that you're right, but then you're going to have to convince the people that are already in your group that they are super special and should remain. So it's very difficult to kind of get into this without naming specifics, and I don't particularly want to do that. But whenever you are told by a group to do what they do, or you're wrong, and they're telling you in a way that makes you feel bad, they're not trying to convert you. Because if they were genuinely trying to convert you, they would be doing it in a much nicer, much more effective way. What they're trying to do is justify themselves and make themselves feel good and give themselves a little bit of power. So when you say, how do I justify kind of eating the meat? I understand that when you approach the discussion and the topic with that level of energy, you're not actually looking to kind of engage in good faith. You're looking as a way to make me feel othered and make me feel wrong for not agreeing with your views immediately. Okay, first of all, thank you to everyone in the game who has just started spamming the shield emote, and Rick, who's been like, I'm going to bang out a couple of sit-ups right here. So that's the way to do it. Someone in chat are like, I disagree. Okay, meat eaters do the same. Yeah, they do. Religion people do the same. Absolutely. The best way to convert someone to your cause is to make them think they came up with the idea anyway. I'll tell you exactly how to do that in a second, but where are we going for now? Return to Martin in Draenor Market. Sweet. Darcy, I'll follow you. Draenor Market, please. The best way to convert someone to your cause is to make them think they have the idea to do it anyway. It's effectively the plot of Inception. You put the idea that you want to have happen as a seed within someone's mind, and then they come up with it. However, in order to plant an idea in someone's head and then have them think they came up with it, will take away the power and agency that you have in the situation, because no one will think you've done anything and you won't be able to say, hey, look, I've done that. You'll have to sit back there quietly and silently, knowing you've caused it, but without any of the praise, external praise anyway, that comes from being seen to have caused it. It's like the old God line in Futurama: when you do something correctly, people won't think you've done anything at all, which is a very interesting way of looking at it. So if I want to convince someone of something and I end up correctly convincing them of that thing, but no one knows that I'm responsible for that change in thought, no one's going to praise me for doing it. And sometimes what you want is the praise for doing it more than the actual, change in the effect. Does anyone else in the chat agree or disagree with that? Because if you want to convince someone of your point of view just slamming them over the head with your point of view ain't going to do it. Because then they're going to push back not against the point, but against you. You want to convince someone of your point of view, one of the best things to do is to ask them why they feel the way they do currently. Just keep asking how they feel. Keep asking why. Probe. Ask leading questions that causes them to come up with the answer that you want them to get to, but it makes them think they came up with it themselves, and then they feel smart. If your end goal is to actually change the opinion of someone else, you sometimes need to approach it without an ego. If your end goal is to simply smash your ego into someone's face and make yourself feel better about it, or smarter, or superior, then yeah, just go around telling people they're wrong. That's fine as well. And I'm hoping someone said Big Meat is watching. Yes, Big Duck. Big Duck is watching over going, yes, Josh said the correct things. We will send him his monthly selection of duck. Will I cover strategy games at some point? Well, I mean that I started the second channel by covering. Let's go back to Lumbridge. I've got a Lumbridge tablet. In fact, no, hang on. We'll just walk from here. Darcy, please lead me to the Zenaris place. Off to Zenaris. I started the second channel, JoshStrifePlays, with Command & Conquer. One of my favourite genres is strategy games. And someone in the chat just said, oh my god, that's extremely manipulative. Yes, it is. However, what's more manipulative? Me knowing these techniques and sharing them with you and how they work, or me knowing them and not sharing them with you? I think sunlight is a great disinfectant, and I think one of the best ways to get rid of anything negative is to put a spotlight on it and allow it to defend itself. And if it can't defend itself, if it can't stand up to scrutiny, then it will slowly crumble by itself, and you won't necessarily need to do anything to destroy it. Most things will just destroy themselves given enough time. So yeah, it's absolutely manipulative, and it's something that I'm fully aware of, that I am, I suppose, trained in because of the acting. So I don't mind sharing it with you, because this is the reality of it. It's, yeah, a really bad Jedi mind trick, pretty much. How serious of a Magic player am I? I know Magic the Gathering, I like to think pretty well, but I still need to look up some keywords every now and again. And if you're going to ask me to explain how layers work, then I'm going to need crayons, and I'm going to need a lot of bits of paper, I'm going to need an overhead projector, and we're going to need like an evening free. Because if you're going to ask me, oh, but actually Ensoul Artifact has changed it into this, but then I've changed it, but then I've made it a 1-1 with this, but then I've activated this to add a 1-1 onto that, but then I've done this and that and the other, but then I've copied it, but then I've also got to... If we're going to do that, I'm very much going to need some time, and we're going to break the rulebook out and be like, right, what the hell happens first? Explain how banding works. Okay, cool. Whenever you attack with a creature that has banding, you can choose all of those creatures to be put together. So when your opponent chooses blocks, you as the attacker get to decide how the damage is distributed, instead of the opponent choosing how the damage is distributed against their multi-blocking creatures. It's basically about switching the attacker and defender damage distribution around. You can have a band of as many creatures that have banding plus one other creature that does not have banding involved with it as well. So if I attack with a 1-1, a 1-1, a 1-1, and a 1-1 that all have banding together, and my opponent chooses to block with, say, you know, a couple of creatures around, I can then decide how the damage is distributed instead of them deciding how the damage is distributed. But, and this is the very important thing, I might be wrong, because I haven't used banding in ages. I can describe how horsemanship works. It's basically flying, but on a horse. That's it. Does this have any relationship to a bandsaw? All of the relationship, without a doubt. Banding with 1-1s. I'm getting a box set of the classic Fighting Fantasy books. Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely. Is banding different than flanking? Flanking is not a keyword in Magic. Flanking is a thing in the kind of like tabletop wargame style thing, isn't it? Well, I go to Gamescom. Depends. Is Gamescom in the UK? It's in Germany, isn't it? I don't think I have any plans for it. No plans at the minute. Should we do some voices for the fairy Godfather quest? Where's the fairy queen? It's a tragic tale. We're not doing any more voices. That's all you get. That's the entire thing you get. Flanking is a keyword in Magic. It's nothing like blanding. What the hell is flanking in Magic? I have no idea. I've never ever used flanking in Magic. Flanking gives -X before combat. Is that because Bushido was the one that gave +X? The Italians are going to get angry. Yes. Oh, it's -1/-1 when blocked. Bushido is the opponent gets -1 or you get +1. Anyway, I am okay at playing Magic, but if you're going to use really random old keywords from stuff, then I'm going to need us to sit down with the rulebook, that kind of thing. Vegan left the chat. He either realized that he failed or he was a meat insider and won. All right. I mean, people are absolutely fine to tell me their opinions and their thoughts and their lifestyles, and I'm happy to listen. I'm going to discuss the way to, chat and debate, if you will. We never had Debate Club in the UK. But if we did have Debate Club in the UK, I don't know if I'd have wanted to join, and I'd have really had to kind of debate myself on that, and it would have probably ended in a stalemate anyway. Right, what are we doing now? One drama on a lunar staff. Talk to fair enough in the northwest corner. Apocalypsia, can you please walk me to the Apocalypsia, the House of Commons, the pub. I would honestly say that more work probably gets done in the pub than in the House of Commons, without a doubt. You guys still have the freedom of speech over there. We do. We do indeed. And the next Magic the Gathering set has been kind of not released, but there's been a couple of spoilers. It's a Doctor Who themed set. There are already some spoilers on Twitter. Is it Twitter, or by the time this clip comes out, will it be X? You all seen that? You seen that Elon Musk has been like, no, this word is too long. This word is not sci-fi enough. Have you guys seen that? Genuinely. You can Google it. You go to Elon Musk's thing on Twitter, and he basically wants to rename or rebrand the app as just X. Just the letter X. The more I play Deus Ex Human Revolution, the more I realize that Elon Musk is just some kind of very, very badly written kind of sci-fi evil dude. That's what it is, some sci-fi businessman. Elon Musk is very... Would you say he's like Lex Luthor? If he's Lex Luthor, can we just have Henry Cavill actually be Superman? That would work. I'd take that. I'd get behind that. Henry Cavill is working on his Warhammer show, without a doubt. I'm pretty sure half the budget has already been spent on models and paint. Don't insult Lex Luthor. Elon Musk is definitely the villain. It's very hard to not see a billionaire as a villain, which is weird because you've got Batman being a good billionaire who then just dresses up in a bat and beats people up. Is it just me that started getting those shorts on YouTube of some guy explaining the plots of random esoteric comics? Because my YouTube shorts feed is very specific. It's people firing guns, old guns, loading them up, and how many people have been obsessed with, is his name Ryan? The guy that puts things in whiskey or vodka or gin for a week or until something happens? Please tell me that I'm not the only person that's just gone through those. As soon as one of those popped up and is like, I'm putting Swedish fish in vodka for a week, I'm like, mate, I'm on board. Subscribe. Done. Let me watch every single one of your videos. He put squid in rum for a week and nearly died. Oh, man. Tell you what, when I saw that. This is what I was saying about like a cultural zeitgeist. YouTube brings us together like evening TV used to do. I love victory. I can see what you just put in the chat, and I'm going to say it now. The Skibbity Toilet Saga has better pacing than the Marvel Universe, without a doubt. I watched the first couple of videos, and I'm like, this is just a bit silly. And then characters got involved, and then a war happened, and then you've got both sides kind of pulling back. You're winning in one, losing in the other. Massive Titan gets taken down, new Titan appears, someone else gets taken down, the TV heads appear. I'm like, I am fully invested in this. As soon as I see a new Skibbity Toilet thing pop up, I'm like, I'm watching this for the cinematography, I'm watching it for the characterization, I'm watching it for the tropes. I am actually quite invested in who's going to win this saga. It's very well, perfect example. Dean says Red versus Blue, the old Halo thing, was written better than most TV shows. It is. It really is. It's nice to see your stream, but I have to go watch this toilet thing now. It doesn't get good until like 5 or 6 episodes in, but thankfully every episode's about 20 seconds long. So you don't have to commit that long to it before, you know. What is... Oh, Zanara's choir is like, hey, can we come too? If you're in the game, by the way, thank you for having a little party going on while I'm just chatting about the Skibbity Toilet saga. I appreciate this. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged is better than Yu-Gi-Oh! And I freaking love Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, I really do. Drama on staff, talk to Xandor in the Dark Wizard's Tower west of Falador. Gents, we're off to Falador. Falador tablet, let's do this. Okay, cool. I'm off to Falador, and Darcy, you are there with us as well. Follow Darcy, let's do this. Please take me to the Dark Wizard's Tower west of Falador. You're live! I just paused your Devil May Cry Was It Good video. I mean, John, if you let me know where you're up to, I can just open the entire script and read along with it. It's fine. I'll do that instead. That's all right. John, let me know where you got up to, and I'll just read the rest of the script to you right now. Let me just open this script up, provided I've still got it. Hang on. We can sort this out. I am nothing if not accommodating. Let's just go to... I think I keep the script for all of my old episodes. Devil May Cry. There we go. DMC script. All right, cool. Where are you up to? I'll start reading from wherever you got to. He's up to 1713. All right, cool. Could you tell me the last couple of words that have been said in the video? That would be great, because what I'll then do is I'll just do a Control F on the script that I've got open right now, and after doing the Control F, I will just... Hang on, I'll run now. Control F, and then I'll just read from there. But I'm going to need to know exactly where you're up to so I can find it. You're up to 1713 minutes, so we're going to be looking at about maybe this far into it. As soon as John tells me what the last few words I said were exactly, I will be able to find it in the script. I do save all of my scripts. In fact, what I want to do at some point is I want to print off every single script I've ever written as like a bit of an art installation thing, just to see the amount of words that I've written. Because it's phenomenal, the amount of stuff that I end up writing for every single bloody video. It's a lot, without a doubt. So as soon as... okay, so John says, eventually you'll find the next new weapon at the sword Alistor. All right, give me a second, hang on. I'm going to... You guys might need to keep killing some wizards. Let me see if I can find... Eventually you'll find your first new weapon, the electrical sword Alistor, and, well, you probably remember the cutscene, so let's just enjoy this together. Then there will be an editing break for seeing the cutscene. Do you want to watch that now, or do you want me to just carry on with whatever the next thing would be? Because if you let me know when it's happening, John, you play the video, and let me know when you want me to start talking again, because I've got the script up here. Hi, YouTube. Excellent. So what's happened is John has stopped watching the Devil May Cry video to come and watch the Twitch stream live. But I'm not happy with that. I can just recreate the Devil May Cry video. I've got the script right here. So let's just carry on. That cutscene perfectly encapsulates what the original Devil May Cry is, just head-shaking dumb and jaw-droppingly awesome. Pulling the crossguard through the body is dumb, you would die. But then having shards of glass rain down as you swing the sword in slow-mo, that's such a cool shot. The Alistor sword has the same moveset as Force Edge, and will remain similar in power right up until we buy the Air Raid Devil Trigger attack later, which will break the entire game. Grab a key from this painting, it looks evil, but nothing happens yet. And then we find the shotgun, and let me show you a trick with the shotgun. Holding R1 readies your equipped gun, and firing the shotgun needs a reload after each shot, but if you hold R1, fire, then release R1, then instantly press it to ready the gun again, you can fire again without needing to do the reload animation. Yeah, it's a lot of quick button presses, but it doubles the firing rate, and lets you shred through the early game. And if you do this too, you have to like this video and sub to the channel. Loop back around to the library via a hidden corridor. Okay, John, I appreciate it. And then Josh reacts to the video. Josh hasn't mastered the vest technology yet. It's like he was there for when the video was made. See, there you go, fan service. Sometimes whenever I, hang on, talk to Xandor. I've not talked to Xandor yet. Wherever you got, I got distracted. We need to talk to, hang on, is his name Xandor Whorefire? That's like a brutal fantasy name. Xandor Whorefire. I like that. We need a stream where Josh reacts to his own videos in character. You could use a real fake cardboard vest and put it between you and the camera. That's a lot of effort. That's like too much effort. All right, Xandor, I need your help, my friend. Fair Enough has sent me to do a thing. He is a dark wizard. Yeah. Hawfire sounds like a bad disease. Yes, it does. It does. You should definitely get checked out. It seems the chest hair improved over the last stream. Yeah, I've been growing it. I've been, you know, rubbing oils into it. I've been singing it sweet lullabies at night. I've been talking to it throughout the day, encouraging it. Sometimes whenever I'm at the gym, I just walk around pushing the chest out and be like, yeah, look at this. Look at this other gym goers. Tiny little dumbbells, just doing little curls with their hair. That's what happens. That's how much effort I put into it for you. Okay. Dig for a skull in the north of Draenor Manor. Now we can go to Draenor Manor. So I will teleport to Falador. Falador's closest to Draenor Manor, isn't it? Yeah. Back to Falador. My hairs have muscles. I am Henry's body double. Hey Josh, I know this is late, but I want to say thank you for the Lord of the Rings Online review. You are more than welcome. When it came out, I was hoping to say get bashed and justify why I stopped playing. Instead, you went and justified why I loved it and want to get back into it with friends. Thanks. First of all, you're welcome. A lot of people, whenever they play an old game and they stop, want people to hate it as almost a justification of why they stopped. It's okay to like something that's objectively crap. And it's okay to put your time into something that entertained you at the time that you now look back on and think, oh no, that's not got too much value to me now. And I'm sure that you probably just wanted to come into the stream and say thanks, and now you're sat there like, oh, for God's sake, he's going on some kind of philosophical content rant. Yes, that's what's going to happen. People often come up to me and go, oh, I used to play that for ages and now I hate it. I wasted so many years of my life. Okay, you enjoyed it. It's made it part of your personality. You probably have some good times to talk about it. In fact, if you meet someone in the future who also played it and you two bond over your mutual enjoyment of that thing years ago, it's not been a waste at all. It's been a way to generate communication, to generate connection between other people. That's an okay thing to do. I mean, I very much enjoy the first Power Rangers film with Ivan Ooze. It's objectively terrible, but I enjoy it. And when I meet someone else and they're like, you ever seen the first Power Rangers film? I'm like, oh, with the song Action Boy Now, Action Girl Now. Yes, I have. And halfway through, they go to some random jungle and meet a woman who's basically wearing nothing. Yeah, I've seen that film many times. It's a great film. It's awful, but I love it. Yeah, for me, this is Overwatch. If you enjoyed Overwatch back in its heyday, great. Will I review Silent Hill 2? I'm trying really hard not to go to sequels yet. I will go to sequels, and if I was smart, I'd do Baldur's Gate 2, but I'm not super smart. So the problem that I'm having is the games that do the best on the review channel are normally quite long RPG-style games, like Baldur's Gate, like Chrono Trigger, that kind of stuff. I need to stand here. Can somebody please trade me a spade? I require a spade. I'm sure somebody's decided to bring one with them. That would be great. Myth, thank you very much. I knew you'd have my back on this one. But no, I try very much to do RPGs. And I want to do many, many more RPGs. But the problem with RPGs is they take a bloody long time to finish. And it's just, you know, harder to do. Let me just eat some stuff. Okay, Draenor Skull or Spade to get it. Dig for a skull. Talk to Malignus Mortifer west of Port Sarim. Rah, PVM. Good to see you there, my friend. Let's follow you. Grave robbing is just another crime in the adventurous crime list. It is. This is my first stream I ever joined. I reset my Twitch account password to watch a stream of yours. That means a lot to me. I hope I can live up to your expectations. Didn't log in for a long time. Now you got me back on Twitch. I am good. Your MDK video brought a tear to my brother's eye. Hey, MDK was a good game. I enjoyed that. But as far as what should I play next, I mean, I want to redo Breath of Fire games. I want to redo the Lufia games, the original kind of Final Fantasies 1 through 6. Things like Clock Tower, Vagrant Story, things like Parasite Eve. These old RPGs that just take a long time to do. But someone has said, hey, will you do The Simpsons Hit and Run? Will you do Soul Reaver 2? Without a doubt. Will I replay The Bouncer again? Yeah. I think Soul Reaver was my favourite one to ever do, and if ever anyone gave me an absolute ton of money, then I would probably go to Netflix and be like, hey, let's make a Soul Reaver TV show, but let's make it really good. You know, let's do it kind of like Arcane. Let's make it worth it. Let's not do it like not Arcane. Glorious chest hair, thank you. I understand that's what most people here want, so I'm going for it. Not on Netflix. No, let's do Amazon Prime. They're normally more chilled. Yeah, the but is the problem. Soul Reaver featuring Henry Cavill as Kane. I could get behind that. Yeah, you can't really replace Tony J as the voice. Voice is badass. Do I watch Mandalore Gaming? I do indeed. In fact, I hate Mandalore Gaming because he put out a video recently on a game called Myth, The Fallen Lords, which was on my list of games to replay recently. And now if I put out a video on Myth, The Fallen Lords, people are going to be like, oh, you just copied Mandalore Gaming. No, I played it when I was a kid, and then he just got in there first. So what I've got to do is just wait a year until everyone's forgotten about it, and then put out a video, and then expect the comments of, oh, Mandalore Gaming did this first. Yes. Yes, he did. God damn it. God damn you, Mandalore, for making good videos on games people like. How dare you? How dare. Etiquette. That's what it should have been. I'm still personally offended that every single YouTuber doesn't check with me first before they put a video out, but we live in a world that just doesn't respect me. That's what it is. I got a message from a friend of mine, an actor friend of mine, and they were like, hey Josh, I'm writing a little kind of skit, a little kind of comedy sketch bit for an audition thing. Do you mind if I put a character in there that's based on you? And I replied, I'm annoyed that every single skit in the entire world doesn't have a character based on me. You know, I think it's unfair that hasn't happened. So yeah, you go for it. In fact, I'll be annoyed if you don't do that. And then they stopped talking to me for a while. Right, so, Malignus Mortifier, what do you need, mate? I've got some stuff. Speaking of Baldur's Gate, why does your playthrough on YouTube only have 2 videos? Is the rest of the playthrough hidden, perhaps? Probably. That's a very good reason. I'm pretty sure I have finished it at some point. Also, Baldur's Gate 3, I've got to stick to my convictions here. First of all, Meister, thank you very much for the order. It's remarkably kind of you. Can I put out a non-video game related video out later today? Can I put out a non-video game related video? You can put out whatever you want to put out, my friend. You go for it. As long as it's not about Myth, The Fallen Lords, because I'm not dealing with 2 of those people with the videos. So, look, I very much need to stick to my convictions here. Do not pre-order, because we don't pre-order. Does Baldur's Gate 3 look good? Yes, it does. Will it be a very good RPG? Yes, it will. Have I played it? Was I impressed? Yes, I was. Am I going to tell you to pre-order? No. No, I am not. Because if we don't stand up for our convictions when they are tested, we have to admit that we don't actually have those convictions. And that's something that I realized when I was a kid. If you don't actually stand up for what you believe in, at some point you have to admit you don't really believe in it. You just like saying it because other people like hearing it. So I would very much like to pre-order a couple of games, but I'm not going to, because you've got to stand up for what you believe in. If you think it's hard to stand up to your enemies, it's even harder to stand up to your friends. That's a very important thing. It's difficult to stand up to people you don't like. It's really hard to stand up to people that you do. So when I was at the drop them closer, whatever you've dropped, something has been dropped. Do I need some fire runes? Okay, get the items Mortifer tells you and enter the grotto south of Mort Maya. Wait, what did I need? Slayer is trading with me. I'm assuming that Slayer's going to give me something important here. 50 Varrock tabs, 50 Falador tabs, 50 Ardoon tabs. I'm going to need to give you a shark so I can carry all of those. But thank you very much. You need Avanto, Irit, and Blue Dragon Scale. Okay, let's see if I've got any of those. Myth. Steals my tabs and trades it for the credit. That's what I'm going to be doing. Let me just have a look. So, Avanto, Blue Dragon Scale, Irit Leaf. I'm going to give you 3 sharks in order to be able to actually make that trade. So, Total Biscuit taught us well, and we need to honor his memory. We do not pre-order. And if it were a game that I didn't want, and a game that I haven't been impressed by, it would be super easy to say that. But it's very important to say We don't pre-order, even when you want to. So don't. Stand by it. Stand by your convictions. Right, where are we going now? I need a Ghost Speak amulet. Darcy, can you take me to the bank, please? I've got to go and bank some stuff and get a Ghost Speak amulet. I only ever pre-ordered Cyberpunk. Not a good decision. Hi, you have a hairy chest. Have a good one. Appreciate it. Thank you for popping in, saying that, and going away. That is the best way to do this. But the pre-order bonus, no. No. Okay? No. There is... FOMO exists. Fear of missing out. And they will convince you to give them money before they give you a product. And, yeah, Baldur's Gate 3, Larian, they were very kind to me. They were very kind. I had a lovely trip in Ghent. It was a beautiful time. Standing in the sun, eating a slice of cake. It was great. Am I going to sit here and tell you to pre-order Baldur's Gate 3? No, I am not. Because that would go against my convictions. It would go against what I believe in. Will I play it? Yeah, most likely. And I'm sure that Larian are going to be sat there watching this being like, but we paid for him! Why isn't he shilling the game? From what I've seen, it looks great. But when you release it, we're going to get tens of thousands of reviews immediately, and we'll see if it's worth playing. Will I play it on stream? So, I don't normally play... Ooh, hang on, I've got to switch this off so you guys don't be seeing what I'm clicking. Can't be having you stealing what I've got. There we go. Switch back to the game there. Leaked. 100% leaked. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, guys. That's what it is. Hey, guys. Glad to finally catch you. Got addicted to watching your videos in 2020. I'm glad I can feed that addiction at least once every 2 weeks. That's my plan. What do I need now? I need secretaries, 3 more items Mortmire gave me. I can't use the fire battle stuff yet. I probably don't need all these Draman branches. These can be used for a thing later. But I do need a Ghost Speak amulet, so we'll grab that. And I should... I've got to fight a nature spirit at some point, haven't I? So I'm going to get some more sharks, just in case I get hurt. Because I'm terrified of dying. I also... Okay, I don't need these things, but I'll take them. Right, cool. So next thing is get the items and enter the grotto in the south of Mortmire. South of Mortmire, that means we're going to Varrock. Myth is trading with me again. Myth, I've got no space on my inventory, man. Oh, you've got a Salviar Grave Teleport. All right, sweet. I'll give you a shark for that. It's tough, because even when you wait for reviews to come out, those reviews are usually so useless. I'll tell you one of the things that I find very, very odd is this is one of the reasons that no one reviews 100-hour RPGs or 200 or 300-hour RPGs. They simply take too long. It's one of the reasons that you can't really trust. I've got to run away from this thing because it's attacking me. I don't want it to attack me. It's very hard to trust any review of an MMORPG, without a doubt. Myth, let's go through the swamp together. Cheers, Josh. Do you have some tips for someone who started RuneScape 3? What should I focus on, or what's the most important thing to a new player? Have you started an Iron Man character or a regular character? I would very much recommend you watch some RuneScape 3 specific creators. You've got Protox, you've got Chev, you've got Waydots. There's a lot of people who make some excellent RuneScape 3 kind of content, and they'll be able to talk you through a hell of a lot of specifics about that game. I am definitely not an authority on that game at all. I mean, they brought me in for the necromancy thing just so I could look at the basics, but I wouldn't consider myself an authority on how RuneScape 3 works. Efficiency-scape is the best way to ruin it for you. Sometimes someone will say to you, oh, that weapon does 1 tick less attack. That weapon does a bit less damage. Who cares? If it's cool and fun, equip it. Sometimes I specifically go against the meta just to make sure I'm still playing the game. Started playing RuneScape 3, didn't think I'd enjoy it, but I'm loving it now. Go against the meta on purpose. Did anyone else play Elden Ring? Did anyone else really enjoy Elden Ring? Did anyone else really enjoy getting both the Blood Katana and the Mimic tier, and then after about half an hour of using the Blood Katana and the Mimic tier, think, I've optimized the fun out of this? Because the Blood Katana and the Mimic tier, when used in conjunction, just shred through anything. It's incredibly powerful, without a doubt. And what I did was I actually stopped myself from using that combination as soon as I realized how good it was. And that's when, I mean, it's when the game gets good and you can beat some bosses, but sometimes I look back at bosses and I'm like, I cheesed a lot of that. Would I recommend old school RuneScape for a new player? Yes. I thought RuneScape 3 is more for new players. If I downloaded it, what's the difference? So RuneScape was a game that started back in, I want to say 2001, 2002 kind of era. It was old. And I like how there's an army of people all just waiting here for me, like, Josh, hurry up. We've got things to do. In 2007, RuneScape made a lot of changes. 2009, a lot of changes. RuneScape 3 is a more kind of modernized, updated version of the game, whereas old school is very much following the retro design style. And I personally enjoy old school more because I have a lot of nostalgia for the retro style, and I think it's well designed. Right, so talk to Nature's Spirit. Oh, I've got to put the thing on. Hang on. Now I talk to the Nature Spirit. Right, I've got some stuff for you to enchant. Thank you very much. RuneScape 3 is great if you play an Iron Man, without a doubt. Baldur's Gate 3 will have so much cheese. Absolutely. Am I excited for sailing? I hope sailing goes ahead. I really hope that old school RuneScape gets a brand new fun skill and everyone's able to work together and make it look good. Old school to me looks more like bare bones, which I love. Limitation breeds creativity. And when you're as limited as you are in old school RuneScape, you have to be creative to overcome the challenges that are inherent within the game, the engine, the graphics, the stuff like that. When you're able to do whatever the hell you want, you aren't forced to be creative. But with RuneScape Old School, you are. Started Old School RuneScape. I'm going to be its fishing trawler. I finally caught one of your streams, and on my birthday, no less. Well, happy birthday, Gag. Hopefully you are having a lovely day. Yeah, CPT, if I had more time, I'd have written a shorter letter. See, one of the biggest differences between me streaming and me doing YouTube is whenever I am... Hello, Dizu. Whenever I'm streaming, I just immediately say what comes to my head. It's a stream of consciousness. It's just endless thoughts. Whenever I'm doing YouTube, I can actually kind of condense down what I'm trying to say. So sometimes people watch these streams and they're like, Josh, you've just used 200 words to say what you could have said in 30. I'm like, yeah, but if I'd have had more time, I would have written a shorter letter. I would have been able to condense down what I say, you know, cut off the chaff, if you will. But I can't do that here. Stop worrying about efficiency and definitely enjoy it more. I have too many other things in real life. Yeah, efficiency escape is the killer, without a doubt. Right, Ra PVM, off to, I believe we're off to Zenaris, aren't we? Travel to Zenaris, ready to fight the Tanglefoot. Enter the Tanglefoot lair, kill the large Tanglefoot with magic secateurs. You can flinch it on a corner. Magic, oh, I've got to wield it, haven't we? Okay, hang on. Let me just, I've got to go to the bank and get some melee stuff, because we're fighting the Tanglefoot now. Enemies to defeat. Tanglefoot's level 111. It's immune to poison. It can't poison you. Alright, cool, yeah, we can just do this. This is just a basic thing. Can we see LazyStrife stats? Yeah, they're not high. Fire Barrage, can you please walk over to the bank for me? It's flinchable, but that sounds like effort. Yeah, I'm pretty much just going to melee tank this and then see if I can just kill it with that. That's my main plan here. Right, let me just chuck away some of the stuff that I don't need. Should probably wear the Amulet of Glory. Seems like a better thing to wear. Don't need any of these things. I'm going to go full melee. I'm definitely not the level to melee this dude, but I'm going to try. My God, I'm going to try. Let me just rearrange. I probably don't need 4 different types of teleport tablets on me at the same time. Can probably stick the Ardoon tablets away. And yeah, that's good. You don't need that many knives. Right, melee gear. So, do I do the twisted coat or do I just do plate body? If I just type in plate body, what do I get? So what are we up to? We're up to, my defense is 32, which means I can wear adamant. Okay. Do I have any adamant? I don't have any adamant armor. That's annoying. I have a bear head. That might work. Let's try and find my melee stuff. Hang on. I got Fishing 99 a little while ago. That's pretty cool. Damn, I miss his old mic. Yukiya, I am sorry. This is what I actually sound like. I do apologize. If this is Lazy Man, is Josh allowed to throw away stuff in his bank without user input? I mean, I can if I want to. So WoW's focus on efficiency and competition is killing it, or is it on life support? World of Warcraft is in such a complicated place that I would need a lot longer to be able to sit down and analyze how the hell it works and what people do and don't want from that. Because from what I can tell, World of Warcraft is kept alive by people playing it in order to hate it. What happened to the vest? It's really warm. So the vest is a PNG. But if I just sit like that, it looks kind of okay, apart from the fact the microphone clips behind it, obviously. But it's really warm, so I'm just using the vest as a PNG. What do we do? Do I need to use the... Can you only hurt it with the secretaires? It must use the magic secretaires to damage it. Okay, cool. So let's get some shield and a combat bracelet. The shield I'm using is the stupid cabbage shield, which is apparently really good. Cape, I'm pretty sure I've got the parrot. Yep, that's fine. And the plate body. The best I've got is an iron plate body, so we'll use that. What about legs? Iron plate legs. All right, we're going to tank this. I need a helmet and some boots. What is the best helmet that I've currently got? It might legitimately be a bear head. All right, we're doing it. And then we need some boots. I suppose the best boots I've got are climbing boots. Climbing boots gold. Okay, let's see if I can wear those. Okay, cool. I am ready. Prey pots for prey melee, and you don't need armor. Yeah, but look, this is peak efficiency right here. This is what it should look like. Slay Elite wishes to trade with me. What are we trading, Slay Elite? Are you feeling sorry for me and so must give me some things? Super Combat, Stardom and Brew, Stardom and Brew. Yeah, that will actually help. Thank you very much. That's good. That's genuinely quite useful. And PVM wishes to trade. You guys have no faith in me. Adamant, plate body. Yeah, it's probably a better idea than what I've got, to be fair. That's great. Thank you. I'm going to go with... Oh, that is infinitely better defense. Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, straight up without a doubt. He's so used to trading sharks, he just does it now on purpose, apparently. Myth, what are we trading? I'll take whatever you're about to trade, it's fine. Adamant, oh, trimmed? Okay, hang on, guys, this is so much nicer. We're playing the Fashionscape game here. Look at this. Look at this sexiness right now. We are ahead of where we used to be, my goodness. We've forgotten where we come from. We've gone through the ranks. There's some prayer potions, to be fair. Do I even have Protect from Melee? No, I've got Protect from Magic. I can't even Protect from Melee, so prayer potions will not help. Sourdome and Brews will, Super Combats will, and Sharks probably will. So I'm just going to take as many Sharks as I need. There we go. That's fine. That'll work. Ring? What about a ring? Ring of Life? It's probably a good one to have. I put one Shark away. Grab the Ring of Life. Wear the Ring of Life. And then let's get a Shark. Beautiful. Okay, travel to Zenaris, ready to fight the Tanglefoot. So, I guess we're off to Zenaris. Wield the Drowman Staff. Myth, take me to Zenaris, please. He just trimmed your Addy and it was not a scam. This is how you don't get scammed. See? This is it. I wonder how many bones that will be at my level. So if I'm going to be training prayer, you guys are going to have to give me the bones. So if you want me to be screaming, oh God, you've got to give me the bone. It's a prayer joke, you know. I set it up. I know it could be better. Rah, we're going the other way. There we go. Off to Zenaris we go. Josh, please notice me once more. Firstborn man, fully noticed. 100% noticed. Focused in on, if anything. What is Shark? Can you give me advice? I can try. It's not going to be good. Started playing OSRS because of your streams, and I had no idea about scammers and hackers. Oh, I know where this is going. I did not set up two-step authentication or bank PIN, and my character was hacked and stolen. Of course, now I did all the security things, and Jagex, of course, don't want to help me. What should I do? Harrison. In many ways, what you've just come to us as a chat with is the story of the gaining of knowledge. Most people get scammed in RuneScape at some point. It just happens. Most people learn about scams, especially in real life, from RuneScape. It's one of the cruelest... Life is the cruelest teacher. because it gives you the test first and the lesson afterwards. So, yeah, unfortunately, there's very little I'm going to be able to do with that. He's trying to get people to give him stuff. Is he doubling Bitcoin? Yeah, playing old school RuneScape and getting scammed at some point is a rite of passage. It sucks. It really does. Hey, happened to me back in the day. Happened to us all. I mean, I bought my girlfriend for 10k on RuneScape. Not even a girl. I know. I know. It hurt. But, you know, you got to respect the hustle now. Right, where are we going, Darcy? We're going over here. But what I did buy was a friend. But yeah, that's what happens, unfortunately. I can't contact Jagex on your behalf, unfortunately, and I'm sorry about that. Is my vest drawn on? No, it's a PNG. It's very warm. And as much as I would like to wear a vest right now, I would melt if I did. And I can't be bothered to pay anyone to rig up a vest to my VTuber avatar, so I'm just using a PNG. Although if I ever do go down the VTuber route... Wait, does the PNG have buttons? Of course it does. I'm not going to half-arse this, am I? I found a proper PNG that fits my right body scale and size and everything. It's got buttons, it's all there. It's all the good stuff. It's all the real things. See, put an effort and time into it. You're worth it. You're worth the effort and time. Okay, cool. So drink a super combat potion. Thank you. I always thought they hurt. Squeeze through a gap in the wall. I've received orders to let you through. Thank you very much. Oh, this is an instance. Oh, fine. Fine. I will do the instance with no one's help. Oh my goodness. The sheer amount of clicking. If I die here, by the way, I will just use one of these tabs to teleport out, because I'm not risking dying and losing the trimmed addy, because trimmed addy is very important to me right now. Attack Tanglefoot. I can flinch it if I need to. I would rather not. I would very much rather just try and effectively tank my way through this fight by tickling him with some shears. The Adamant's doing a lot of heavy lifting right now. Alright, hitting threes. Having zeros hit on me, that's good. Okay, stats are boosted, that's nice. I'll take it. Super combat potion. We're up to 40s in the defense, that's good. And I'll only kind of eat the sharks. I don't want to waste the Saradomin Brews yet, because the Sara Brews will drop me in defense. No, so they'll boost me in defense, but they'll drop me in offensive stats, and I don't want to make that trade-off yet. Oh, okay, hits of 6. So, oh, goddamn, a hit of 11. Okay. That was... Right, so now we've got some big hits going on there. So if they can hit 11, I've pretty much got to keep my health above 11. Yeah, I can't drop below 11. Otherwise, I will be one hit. What's the max hit of this kind of thing? Is my chest hair a PNG? How dare you? Grew that myself. What is the Tanglefoot's max hit? I'm trying to glance away at the chat to make sure I can just kind of see that. But I don't want to risk 12. Okay, cool. People are saying 12, so I've got to keep my health above 12 no matter what. Someone said 99, someone said 69. Nice. But I'll keep my health above 12. And we're doing okay. We've used about a quarter of our food, and we've got the thing down to half health. And he seems to be missing a lot, but my god, when he does hit. RuneScape has such a strange accuracy calculation and then damage calculation, because it's either like 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and then just 10 in one go. It's the whole kind of knockout style of old PvP, wasn't it? Hit nothing until you take your opponent down in one massive swing. It's what RuneScape 3 tried to smooth out effectively by saying you hit fewer zeros, but also fewer extremely high numbers. In fact, I'm thinking that Necromancy, the combat skill that's coming out, is... I think that might be smoothing it even more, as in they're really trying to balance RuneScape's combat so it doesn't feel so swingy, as in all or nothing. I really can't read the chat because I've got to stay focused on keeping my health above 12. I know this is not exactly the most thrilling fight I've also shifted away from my PNG vest. There we go, that's better. Some people love the swinginess, some people don't. It's neither a good nor a bad design choice. It just is a design choice. It's totally okay to not like it. It's totally okay to like it. Sometimes it's the selling point for people. Okay, come on, a couple of more good hits, and we will be on our way with Mr. Tanglyfoot. Come on, he's got to nearly be dead. There we go. Beautiful. Take the Queen's secretaires and then run away. It's a shame that you can't use the Queen's secretaires. Talk to the fairy godmother to finish the quest. I'm on my way back, guys. I'm on my way back. Thanks. I have no idea what the conventions are in this game. So with RuneScape 1, it's very much... You often hit 0, but when you hit above 0, it's quite high above 0. Can you prove those are not PNG chest hairs? Only on the OnlyFans. Which, I mean, you know, give me another 8 to 12 months in the gym. Oh my goodness, okay, that's a hell of a lot of people just hanging out waiting. Let's follow Darcy again. Darcy, you're always here and good. All those people. Look at Gaz just hanging out there. Look at Doom just chilling with a monkey on his back. Josh, what perfume do I usually wear? Well, I'm not sponsored, but I normally go with Hugo Boss because I just think it smells nice. Because, like most men, what happened was I got bought some perfume, some, I believe the phrase is cologne, if you will, some man perfume when I was like teenager, early 20s, and I sprayed it and I'm like, that smells nice. This is going to be the only thing I wear for the rest of forever. And sometimes people come up to me and go, do you want to, you know, try and find a new cologne scent? Do you want to try and find a new smell? No, because you don't. It's very important. If you aren't a guy that got bought nice smelly stuff for, you know, for Christmas or for birthdays, you may not understand this, but no guy actually gets to choose what they smell like, as in the cologne that they end up wearing. It gets chosen for you when you're a late teenager or early 20s because someone either gifts it to you or you walk into a shop, you pick up the first sample, you spray it on you, you're like, that's all right, I've made that decision. People are like, do you want to smell something else? No. No, I don't. That sounds like a lot of time. I'm just going to do that from now on. And then sometimes what happens is people will come up to you and go, oh, the scent that they, you know, that you like no longer exists. I'm like, okay, well, what's the closest looking box or bottle? I'll go for that one. It's all of us. It's all of us. No guy, no one actively chooses the cologne that they want to have for the rest of their life. It will be gifted to you at some point. It will be given. It will become part of you. It's a ritual. You don't know that you're part of it when it's happening, but it is. All right. So I have killed... Well, I say I've done it. We have done it. We've completed Fairy Tale Part 1, Growing Pains. Now, attack level 45. Fantastic. Josh, could we start Fairy Tale 2? Yes, we can. Now, by starting Fairy Tale Part 2, we actually gain access, I believe, to the things, the stuff, don't we? Immediately start Fairy Tale 2 and progress until you unlock the Fairy Ring Network and then leave the rest of the quest for later. Without a doubt, where do we start Fairy Tale Part 2? Where does that begin? I have a huge collection of bottles and I'm a huge snob about it. Draenor Farmer. Martin. Okay, sweet. Back to Draenor then. I will teleport to Lumbridge. Right, tele to Lumbridge. I'll meet you guys there. It's like socks and underwear for Christmas and birthdays. Yeah, that's what I do. Sometimes I'll look down at my socks and my underwear and I'm like, ooh, these are getting a bit raggedy. A little bit tatty. Can't wait for Christmas or birthday for these to refill themselves. Just don't buy a guy over the age of 15 Lynx Africa for Christmas or birthday. Because I guarantee we've got enough. You open the cupboard in the kitchen, just Lynx Africa. Piles of it. All the shower gel that you don't use, all the spray stuff that you don't want to use because it reminds you of what it smelled like in high school or in the gym. There's so much Lynx Africa. I used to have a friend also called Josh, actually. And Josh was a big part of kind of the local theatre scene, and Josh also happened to be gay. And one day there was a kind of like a big pride event, and Josh came up to me and said, hey, do you want to get involved with this and do some acting and be on a float and, you know, organise it? And I'm like, hell yeah, without a doubt. And then it turns out that it was also Josh's birthday. And I kind of walked up and I'm like, Josh, what do you want? You know, what do you want me to get you for your birthday? I don't normally do these things. For me, it would just be, you know, I just get someone kind of Lynx Africa. And he looked at me and said, Josh, buying Lynx Africa for a gay man actually counts as a hate crime. So don't do that. And that was the moment that I realised I've probably outgrown it. And I'm very happy that he kind of took me aside and explained that to me. And I'm like, right, cool. So higher quality stuff from now on, or specific nice smelling stuff. To be fair, Lynx Africa Lynx is called Axe in America. I never quite understood why. But no, that was, he was great. I miss him. He was really cool. I think a couple of the guys from that parade, we ended up going to watch Treasure Island at the Royal Theatre in London, which again was awesome. Right, here are we going. Let's talk to Martin. He should start Fairy Tale Part 2. Now, we're only going to go through this until the part where we have unlocked the fairy rings to kind of teleport around with. That's the thing. Is it called Axe everywhere else and it's called Lynx in the UK? Was there a weird thing in Spain where they had to rename the toothpaste Colgate because Colgate in Spanish means unalive yourself? I'm sorry, have you not been fed for the last 2 hours while you've been asleep? Do you require sustenance? Do you want food? It's going to stare at me. If I stop paying her... Do you need some food? Is that a yes? Alright, you're pouring at the food thing. Hang on. It looks like we're pickpocketing Josh. You nearly were. Right, let me just feed the cat. Give me a second. I cannot pick the cat up because she absolutely hates being picked up. She is an old girl. She's 17 now, which in cat ages is quite... You are so impatient. She's 17 right now, which means she's old in cat years. So just give me a second. Okay? It's all right. The cat food's back here. It's okay. We're not going anywhere. Do you want some cat food? As soon as I show her the food. Yep. That's it. That's the food. Yep. That's the little pack of food that we're going to get. Give me a second. It's been an hour. It has. Yes, I'm opening the thing for you. She sleeps on the floor next to the food thing, wakes up, eats, and goes back to sleep. I'm going to be real. If I could do that as well, I would. Now, if that was a choice, I would definitely do that. You can have half of that, then you can have the rest of the half later. We do need a gamer cat, without a doubt. What was the quest that I just started? It was Fairy Tale Part 2, wasn't it? That's quite far down here. Jeez. Okay, hang on, let's just find it. Fairy Tale 2, Cure a Queen. Wait 5 minutes. Talk to Martin, wait 5 minutes, return to Martin. That's the quest. Talk, wait, return. Let's just chat to him now and see if we've waited long enough. My bedroom curtains are Tinkerbell ones and never change them because it's funny. Yeah, do it. Don't need to. Did someone, hang on, make a comment about things? I'm trying to read the chat. Asking about the quest. Are the vegetables grown yet? Stop being so impatient. All right, sorry. We'll wait for a bit then. Josh, can I give an opinion on the quality of that gaming chair? It's fine. Gaming chairs don't necessarily make you better at gaming, which was very annoying when I discovered this. I thought it was like a +2 to gaming skill. But if I had a choice, I would just buy an office chair. In fact, when I move to the new house, as soon as that actually happens, I will hopefully just try and get a nice office chair. Just like a black, simple office chair. The kind that a bank manager would sit in all day. That's what I want. There is actually a gaming chair brand called DPS. And when I saw that, part of me was tempted to get it. Just because of the branding. And that's how I knew marketing works on me. Racing chairs are bad for your back, just buy office chairs. Yeah, pretty much. Look for one with a mesh back. Secret lab are okay. Is there a secret lab one? No, it's an X-Rocker. Ugh. I mean, I don't really normally... I don't have any strong opinions one way or the other. But if I sit up, first of all, the PNG, because that is me slouching back in the gaming chair. And I very much know that I need to improve my posture, because my posture is shockingly bad. I know that. So if I was to sit up and actually be like, okay, cool, we're sitting up, it's gaming time. That's what we've got. But now I've got to increase the size of the vest. Oh, no, that's just moving me. Let's just get that to, say, there. And then let's move this to there. All right, cool. Sat up. Now I look better. Slowly, question in the chat, in the RuneScape chat. Josh, have you ever put on women's perfume? Probably. If it smells nice, I'm just going to spray it on me. You know, you're walking through the shop, you're in a hotel somewhere, you're in a big group of people, whatever, there's a bottle of perfume. Hey, whose is this? Oh, it's yours. Do you mind if I borrow some? Yeah, cool. Spray, spray, spray. Off we go. Can you imagine a guy going out and being like, don't talk to him. He smells like a woman. Okay. And women's shower gel smells amazing. It smells like a jungle. It smells like a cacophony of fruits. It smells like I'm riding through a cloud on a unicorn. Whereas men's shower gel, I'm looking at the flavors. Gun. Black. Steel. What? You want me to smell like a steel mill? What are you on about? I want to look at some kind of nice shower gel and be like, oh, peaches. Peaches smell all right. They're pretty cool. Sandalwood. Sandalwood's a great smell. I'll go for that. You look like fruits of the forest. Fantastic. I have never sat down next to someone who smells like grease and gone, God, that's good grease. And I used to work as a mechanic, so I know exactly what grease smells like. It's hard as hell to get out of you. However, I have sat down next to people who smell like, you know, amazing meadows and been like, you smell fantastic. And they've been like, thanks, it's this, you know, beautiful smell. The fact that smells are gendered is quite weird. Yeah. I find it very, very strange. Finally caught a stream live. Let's go. Hopefully it's everything you wanted it to be and more. We're going to talk to Martin. And I see Boo is trading with me. Boo, I will accept that trade in a second. Just give me a second to go through this quest up until we unlock the fairy rings. 10-in-1 shampoo. Yeah, that's what guys get. Now, do you want this 10-in-1 shampoo? It'll clean your hair, it'll clean your skin, it'll unclog your drains. It's also useful as a sauce if you're having some kind of sausage and mash thing. It'll go in your car, it'll, you know, remove blood. It does everything you need to do. I'm like, this is just acid. What you've given me here is just thick acid. Okay? This is just a can of Dettol. I don't think this is as safe as you think it is. Yeah. It smells good because it just burns your entire nose off. That's what it does. It smells good because as soon as you sniff it, all those receptors are just gone. You're like, all right, cool. Everything smells like everything now. Fantastic. What do we do next? I need... Bring the following items to... Okay, travel to Zenaris. Vial of water, pestle and mortar. I'm pretty sure you guys can sort that out for me. Zenaris, Darcy, could you please walk me back to Zenaris? That'd be great. I just realized your vest isn't real. It's very warm in this room. What haven't you done yet, Josh? Mechanic. So I was a mechanic on a... Do you want more food? You do, don't you? Goodness me. Oh, no. No, that was you saying thank you, and then you're going to go and fall asleep. Okay, cool. Enjoy your sleep. No, that was her saying thank you. No, I was a mechanic on a go-kart track. You know those little kind of petrol-driven 200cc go-karts? Yeah, I used to fix those engines. They break all the time. Fun, though. They are fun. But no, that's how I learned about spark plugs. That's how I learned how engines work. And that's how, even though I've never worked in like a full-size mechanic thing, I've just worked in a... It was basically 2 shipping containers, kind of with the halves cut off, welded together, with go-karts on like little raised racks, and I would go around and fix them. It's how, even though I've never worked in like a, you know, massive mechanical thing, I know the importance of the 10mm socket. People are like, what's so important? If you're a mechanic, if you work in engineering, if you work with engines, if you work with any kind of industrial stuff, you will understand the importance of the 10mm spanner, the 10mm socket, and how no matter how many you buy, you will open the crate. You will open the drawer and you will have every single socket for every single ratchet except the 10mm one. Why? No one knows. Literally nobody knows. It's always gone. Okay, cool. We've managed to get rid of this dude here. Where are we going? Darcy, can you please take me to... We need to go to Thingy. There's a Hellcat. That's pretty cool. Need to go to Zanaris over there. Cool. Darcy really wants you to have the kebab. But no, the 10mm thing was very important. Very, very, very important, without a doubt. It's not because it's always needed, because people walk away with it. I think it's because the 10mm is one of the most common used things, which means it's likely that you're going to leave it on a kind of nut and bolt when you pull the ratchet away, and it'll stay on there. You can actually go to a shop and buy an entire tray of just 10mm ratchet bits, which I think is great. It's the universal twisty boy, without a doubt. The famous plumber, pool boy, pizza delivery guy, mechanic, teacher, doctor, stepdad, astronaut. No, you're confusing me with Simon Miller. I'm pretty sure he's done all of those things. Yeah, he is the Renaissance man, if you will. And that was a very specific joke that I just made because a lot of people compare Simon Miller to Johnny Sins. And if I ever meet Johnny Sins, I'm going to be like, man, has anyone ever told you you look like Simon Miller? I like Simon Miller as well. I think he's a really interesting guy. Right, search. Interesting. RuneScape was like, no, you need a dynamic camera for this bit. More questions in the RuneScape chat. If I had to take on either scuba diving or horse riding, which would I do? Both. Underwater horse riding. Let's do it. Although, actually saying that, I have done horse riding before. I was friends with someone who owned a stable, and they would let me ride the horses. I would come around. I've learned to muck out horses. I've learned to clean horses. I've learned to rein up horses. I can do basic horse riding. And when I say that I can do basic horse riding, I mean that I can sit on a horse and let the horse kind of go. I cannot specifically control where it's going to go, but I do look good in a pair of jodhpurs, as almost anyone does. But no, friends who had horses. And I've been awake at 5 in the morning, mucking out horses and replacing hay, kind of driving a little quad bike around a farm and around a field to pick up some of the bars and do little jumps and stuff. So yeah, I was a horse girl for a short time, as I think we all have been before. Search the healing certificate in Fair Enough's room. Search for it and then take it. Right-click, study the certificate. Can do. That is a complicated set of things. Read the sign near the Cosmic Temple in the south of Zanaris. Let's... Bren! I'm following you for this one, Bren. Bren, you are taking lead. Please, can you lead us to the south of Zanaris? Bren, I'm believing in you. If you could also do me a favor and type something in chat, I can then right-click your name and click Add as Friend, which would be super easy. Bren wishes to trade. Bren, we're trading, are we? Let me add you as a friend, Bren. And then friend Bren. And then we'll accept the trade. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. But no, I've done a bit of horse riding. Long-time YouTube viewer, first time catching your stream. Enjoy your content. Thank you very much. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. Bren, what are we trading? I'm excited. Is it a vial of water and a pestle and mortar? Because that'd be super useful. That is excellent. Thank you very much. I love LazyManMode. LazyManMode is so far my best invention, without a doubt. Bren, please continue taking us to the south. I believe we need to go not this way, but the other way. Kind of not this area. This is the dangerous area. This is the bad place. I want to try learning horse riding next summer. Hope everyone's having an awesome day evening. Yeah, having a pretty awesome day. No, horse riding was fun. Horses are big, terrifying animals, and you should respect them. That's one thing I learned. No matter how good you are at horse riding, no matter how brave you might be, you must respect when a half-ton animal is going to be riding around with you clinging for dear life on top of it. There is a kind of a symbiosis that you have to understand the horse. And people always go, oh, it's just an animal. No, they've got personalities, without a doubt. There are some horses that are super chill, some horses that are very, very, very kind of stroppy and catty, without a doubt. You must respect the horse. Yeah. How do you choose between old school RuneScape and RuneScape 3? You have to fight both of them at the same time. Read the Rune Temple sign. Let me read that, see what I can learn from it. But no, play them both. Play them both without a doubt. One thing that I am discovering is the more MMOs I play, the more general overview I get, and the more I understand it in general, but the harder it is to review any specific one. Because people always come to me and say, hey, play 100 hours of this, play 100 hours of that in order to review it. It's so hard to review an MMORPG with enough information about it. Myth, I'm following you, my friend. With enough information about it, because if you're the kind of person that's going to put 100, 200, 300 hours into a game, you're not going to put that time in if it sucks or if you don't like it. So the only people who can review an MMO with that much time invested are objectively the people that like it. Because if they didn't like it, they just wouldn't have put the time in. So when I've been playing, when people say to me, what game should I play? All of them. Try all of them. But do understand that anyone that has 1,000 hours in a game is going to either be absolutely madly in love with it or jaded to all hell. It's very hard to be objective when you've got that much time invested into it. Do I think we'll ever get VR RuneScape? No idea. I think right now VR it's expensive. And there's no doubt that virtual reality requiring physical body movements actually limits who is able to play VR for a long time to people who are physically fit. Because Beat Saber is a great VR game. Try playing Beat Saber for 3 hours. It's tiring, man. It's draining without a doubt. When people say, VR MMORPGs, are you just talking about having a virtual reality headset on but still controlling it with a keyboard and a mouse? Are we talking about physically standing up with a sword and a shield and actually bouncing around like you're playing Twilight Princess? It's difficult to do because the nature of the MMORPG requires you to play it for hours at a time, and the nature of VR requires you to be physical. And being physical for hours at a time is actually not something a lot of people are that good at doing. Did I just take a shower, or is it really that hot? Right, it is muggy as hell, without a doubt. Okay, it is raining outside, but hot, which I hate. I walked to the gym. I got to the gym. I was already sweating before I even swept in. By the way, I am keeping up with the gym, guys. I am trying. I'm getting the guns going on slowly. It was bicep day today, so I can't do that because that hurts. But yeah, it's not that hot. Shut up. It is that hot. It's without a doubt, it's a more billion degrees. Josh Strife gains. I'm getting the gains slowly but surely. I am hot because it's warm in this room. That's what it is. Right, cool. Talk about the Fairy Queen. Let me unlock the fairy rings. And once we've unlocked the fairy rings, then we can do other stuff. How warm is it right now? I actually looked out the window to try and work that out. I'm like, how warm is it? Yes. I looked out the window like I was expecting some kind of number to appear or just float up, or I was able to gauge it. All I can tell is it's raining. But it's also warm. Good answer. Thermostat may vary. I don't have a thermostat. I just guess. Wasn't really paying attention. Second monitor. Just realized the vest isn't real. It's warm. I'm going to leave... You know what? Even when I actually have a real vest again, I'm still going to leave this PNG on. Because it's the future now. This is the way it is. You downgraded to a 2D vest. It's warm. You forgot to right-click inspect the air. That's true. I mean, I can tell you right now that my PC is running at a cool 40 degrees, which is nice. You know when I was playing, I think it was Animist, the PC ran at 80 degrees because it just absolutely was not optimized for anything else. Right, use the fairy ring coordinates. So the fairy ring coordinates are over there. So Darcy, can you please lead me to the fairy ring, which is to the west of where we currently are? That'd be great. Someone also said, what's your favourite random event and why is it the Sandwich Lady? There are 2 cosplays of the Sandwich Lady on Twitter that are worth looking at. One of them is a very attractive girl and the other is a very buff guy. And both of them are perfect Sandwich Lady cosplays, without a doubt. That's when I see people cosplaying, I'm like, yes. If I ever cosplay the Sandwich Lady, I'll let you know. We'll have pictures. We'll put it on the OnlyFans. Oh man, can you imagine like a full RuneScape themes OnlyFans shoot? I'd do it. Josh achieved what the metaverse couldn't, wearing your own NFT. Yeah, no one else can have this vest. It's not allowed anymore. Do I need to speak to your girlfriend? I hope she's aware of this fantasy. Yeah. I mean, I show her stuff. I'm like, hey, look, this person's hot. And she's like, yes, they are. Get back in the editing room, editing bitch. Continue to make, that's what she says to me. Continue to make videos. It kicks me back in here. Oh, I miss the outside. Sometimes I forget that my house has other rooms. That, like, I'm just kind of here. I'm like, be really cool if I could see the rest of it. Okay, here we go. We need to go to AIR. So, AIR. I go downstairs and I'm like, oh shit, we've got a living room. I forgot about this. And then I've got friends over and they're like, Josh, why aren't you upstairs making videos? Content gremlin. Go back and make the videos. Content boy. Yeah, get back on the camera. Right, so we now need to go to DLR. So configure. So DLR. Poison waste. Then DJQ. We're just going around here for a bit. Configure. So DJQ. That's BJQ. DJQ. Hang on. It does say DJQ. Do you try to do that and it fails? Is that what's... I did say BJ, it's true. Is that what's going to happen? Are you meant to do this? Okay, cool. I'm going to try that and see what happens. Just sends you to somewhere random. Fairy magic is useful. Hardly moved at all. Fantastic. And then AJS. Right, cool. Configure AJS. Penguins, now miscellanea. Fantastic. Time to get into the airbrush booth. Have fun. If you do the 4 in a row, you go to a special hidden location. Which I assume is here? Yes, it is. Bren, you're back in the lead. Bren, let's do this. Lead me, Bren. Time to get into the airbrush booth. I assume that you mean you're painting Warhammer models, not you're having like a massive spray tan added to yourself. I mean, fair play if you are. Stop the quest, says Ryu. We've come as far as it goes. You have reached the point to stop. Fair enough. You know what? Good point. Fairy rings are unlocked. We have reached the point to stop. Is it worth speaking to Fairy enough just so we can progress? We'll do the talk bit. Bren, could you send me over to the Fairy enough fairy over there? We'll do the talk bit. Saves us coming back. I just want to, get as much as we can done here. Hey Josh, you look like Chad material. Thank you. Do you work out often? So, first of all, great chat up line. Works without a doubt. I realized over the last couple of months, I put on quite a bit of weight. I did. It's true. I was spending a lot of time editing, a lot of time playing games, a lot of time sitting down, not a lot of time walking, not a lot of time kind of out the house, not a lot of time looking after myself. Without a doubt. I did. I put on a lot of weight and I wasn't happy and I was feeling it. My energy was down. I was looking in the mirror and I was not happy with what I saw at all. I knew I could do better. And I've even had friends mention to me, been like, hey Josh, your shirt's looking a bit snug at the minute around the midriff. Those jeans not exactly showing off the bootay as they used to. You've got to make a change. And I appreciate when my friends actually call me out on this because, like I say, it's hard to stand up to your enemies. It's harder to stand up to your friends. And they still cared for me and they still valued me and they still love me in many ways, but they were honest. And that's important. I value that. So I decided to make a change. We've gone with meals being pre-prepped. I'm doing a lot of meal prep. I've got a 6-day-a-week gym routine where I do ABC rest. And I've got that all on my phone. I'm taking that really seriously. I'm trying as hard as I can to walk more, to count the calories, to really buff up, to get the biceps bigger, to get the shoulders bigger, to get the chest stronger and all that. I'm trying to really go for it. So I would say that I am managing to bring back a lot of the muscle and the shape that I used to have, but I am without a doubt starting this from a position that I let myself fall into. And I have noticed recently that a lot of YouTubers have been saying that they have let themselves fall into an unhealthy shape. Someone's mentioned a stand-up desk. I don't have the room for a stand-up desk in this house, but in the new house, I would like a stand-up desk and then a really small like treadmill underneath it so I can walk while I'm doing stuff, which would be super cool. But no, I'm very much trying to. I think that the camera obviously is very flattering, the angle that I've got it at and the lighting in front of me, but I want people to meet me in real life and be like, oh damn, he works out. That'd be really cool. Because I've been speaking to a lot of people. I mean, playing at MMOs all day is one hell of a way to fall into a terrible shape, without a doubt. Okay, pickpocket the fairy godmother in the Zenari's throne room. Do I need to do that? Let's try that. Myth. I'm going to follow you, my friend. Let's try this. Let's see if I have the thieving level to do this. I might not. Does a stand-up desk really work, though? I don't... Higher thieving. Okay, cool. We can't need higher thieving for this. So, forget fairy tale to cure a queen. Rat catchers. Okay. Okay. If you're in the chat, if you astroturf the treadmill, so you're always walking on grass, it might work. Okay, so rat catchers. Darcy, please take me to a bank. We need to do rat catchers. Enter all the locations systemically for the rest of the stream. I will do. But we need to go and do... Varrock will be better. Let's do it. Teleport to Varrock. I'm off. Rat catchers. Hang on. General requirements. Started the giant dwarf. Requires starting the giant dwarf to access Keldagrim, but completion is not required. Have we not started the giant dwarf yet? Okay, cool. I've got to start. We'll do that during the quest. Okay, cool. So you do that during the quest. What do I like about this game? It reminds me of Better Times, and it's a well-made RPG. I think that's one of the biggest things about RuneScape. It's, take away the MMO fact, it's a good RPG. It's got a lot of content, it's got a lot of combat styles, it's got a lot of quests, it's got a lot of interesting stuff, it's got a lot of, you know, progression systems. Even if I had to play offline RuneScape, I would still play it. It's got great humor. That's one of the best ways to do it. If you're doing rat catchers, yes, we are about to do one of the worst quests in the game. There is no doubt about that whatsoever. So if you want to leave, now is the time. First of all, let's go to a bank. Myth, could you please lead me to a bank? Worst quest in the game, without a doubt. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. It does have some of the best quests, without a doubt. Yeah, it really does. Why is Rat Catchers so serious? It's just a badly paced quest. And for those of you who know how Rat Catchers works, I have a kitten. So we're going to be here a while. You need to catch rats. If you have a cat that's fine at doing this, you can do it relatively quickly. If you don't have a cat, you can do it relatively slowly. So, let's just get ready to do some rat catchers with a basic cat. Can you feed the cat sardines? Can you feed it uncooked tuna? You can feed the cat something, can't you? Someone might need to get me some cat food. Right, a non-overgrown cat, done. Cheese, Marantil, unicorn horn dust, bucket of milk, cat speak amulet, empty vial. We can get the cat speak amulet. We can get the vial. But there's a lot of stuff that I'm not going to be able to get, which you guys might need to give me. Tinderbox and coins. Let me sort this out. Tinderbox. Coins. How many? 101? We'll take 1,000. It's easy to type. Snake charm. Get a snake charm, no problem. Cool. Recommended Port Sarim teleports and Ardoon teleports. We'll get some Ardoon stuff going on. Grab those. Port Sarim teleports. We'll just teleport to Falador and walk. It's not a problem. So the Questscape just turned into finish rat catchers without losing your mind. Pretty much. Raw Karambwan. Do I have any of that? The only thing raw I've got is a chicken right now. So I'll need someone to trade me some stuff. I need someone to give me the following things. Josh, how much Parmesan cheese is too much Parmesan cheese? There's no such thing. In fact, if you're ever at a restaurant and they're grating cheese over your, your food and they say when, don't say when. Hold out. See what happens. The pile builds up. It overflows your bowl, overflows your plate, overflows the table. It's been 3 days. People are screaming. Small children are getting lost in the pile of cheese. You have not said when. Don't give in. See how far they're willing to go. Right, let's. I'm going to need a couple of people to trade me some things. I require the following: 4 bits of cheese, one Marantil, unicorn horn dust, a bucket of milk, clean quorum, red spider's eggs, and pot of weeds. Myth. Let's just see how many of those you can solve out. 4 cheeses. Oh, he's nailing this. People say when after 3 months. Don't blink. Just focus on them. Hold it. Hold the focus. I don't have enough inventory space. Hang on, I'll give you a shark. I'm going to have to give you some sharks, mate. I'm not sure how many, but have a few. There's no enemies in this, so it's fine. Let's just see if that's enough. That is everything. Fantastic. We still need a pot of weeds. You can make this by using some weeds on a pot. Is pot of weeds not... Shark, the standard return currency. You can't buy that. Are we doing the diaries? Not right now. Strife, I have weed. I love it when people run at me and say that. Thanks. Let me just grab a pot. And then let's grab see if I have any weeds. I do. Hang on. I'll supply my own. Use that with that. Done. Recommended items. Rat poison, pollen beach teleport. Nah, cowards have those. So, here we go. Starting off. Talk to Gertrude west of Varrock. If you're with us now, you're going to be with us for the long haul. We've been streaming for 2 hours, so here's what I'm going to do. Take a very short break, pop to the bathroom, grab a protein bar. Then we are going to do rat catchers. Let's say a 6-minute break. You guys ready? What is your least favourite herb? For me, it's coriander. Dizu, before I leave for a break, let me tell you something. I've got the same genetic condition that you have, which is where coriander, or cilantro as the Americans say, to me, tastes like soap. Does anyone else in the chat have that? Apparently like 20% of the population have this. It's one of the weirdest kind of genetic mutations. Someone once served me a bowl of Vietnamese pho soup, or pho soup, however you meant to say it, and I kind of took a sip of it and I'm like, what I think happened was they must have washed the bowl in fairy liquid and just not rinsed it. So it tasted to me really soapy. But I didn't want to be, rude. So I ate the entire bowl, obviously. And then afterwards, I Googled Vietnamese soup soap to see if it was just a cultural thing. And they were like, oh yeah, if there's coriander in that, you'll taste that. So, yeah, coriander to me tastes like soap, which sucks. And I don't like that at all. Anyway, guys, 6-minute break. When we come back, rat catchers. I'm sorry, but it's happening. Okay, we all ready? I'm going to be real. I didn't want to do this. But this is part of the things that we have to do in order to get a quest cape. This is why that quest cape is such a powerful, important, impressive item. Because it shows you that someone, at some point in their life, completed rat catchers. So, let's complete rat catchers. Also, that is an awesome corporeal beast pet. That is very cool. Rat catchers is not a hard quest, it is a long quest. But it's not long as in you go to lots of places, it's long as in the things you have to do take a lot of time. Right, here's a big boy. You know what, Shady? I'm going to follow you for this one, Shady, with your badass... is that a max lava cape as well? And an Elysian, and a Wibbly sword. So, you've fully completed this game. Shady. Other way, mate. We're going west instead of east. We've got to go to the thing. There we go. It's fine. It's all right. He was just distracted by the impressive Wibbly sword. The west. That's what we're not going east. We're going west. That's what we're doing. It's been a while, mate. It's understandable, you know. You completed these quests a long time ago, and now for some reason you're choosing to suffer through them again. Am I going to provide authentic accents for all the character dialogue? I'm actually just going to speed through the character dialogue because the less time I have to spend in this quest, the better. That's what I'm going to do. I'd be very happy if Josh dropped the virtual vest. Well, you have to ask nicely. Very nicely. All right, Gertrude, I'm going to need you to start the Rat Catchers quest. They updated this quest in November. Oh, thank God. I will message someone from the Jagex crew right now just to complain. I'll just send them a sad face emoji, and they'll reply back straight away with Rat Catchers, ? Because they'll know. They'll know. They'll understand. They're probably in the chat right now, watching, laughing, understanding. Right, okay, cool. I'll be off. See you another time. Is that the quest? Go down into the Varrock sewer via the manhole southeast of Varrock Castle. Right, Darcy. Let's do this. Southeast of Varrock Castle. Oh, by the way, if you want to join in with this quest, you can jump into the Lazy Strife clan chat. It's pretty much all there. If you're in the Lazy Strife clan chat, I will try as hard as I can to add you so I can see that Shady Glade is here, so I'll add you as a friend. We can see that Gaz is there as well. I want to have a full friends list if we can, but I am aware that my friends list will eventually cap out. So if we can add as many people as we can get on, then what we'll do is if people help repeatedly, we can add them to the friends list, and what I can then do is when I make the actual quest cape at the end of this, then I can add those names to the quest cape, which I think would be really cool. Got my quest cape last week. Congratulations. It's a hard thing to do. In a few words, how pumped am I for Baldur's Gate 3? Do not pre-order Baldur's Gate 3. And I'm saying that because we don't pre-order. Will it be an amazing game? Yes. Is it really impressive? Yes. Do I think it will? Baldur's Gate 3 is to Baldur's Gate 2 what Elden Ring was to Dark Souls 1. It's that level of increase of scope. Even from the short time I spent playing it, and even from the conversations that I had with people who had played it and who had made it, the scope was insane. In fact, we were watching a battle, and it was really interesting because Sven, the kind of lead guy behind it, he had this pre-planned show that he was going to give us, but he loaded the wrong save file. So instead, it loaded him in a totally separate place to where he thought he was going to be. And instead of reloading the correct save file, he went, if I will just play this one. So we got to see a fight that was unplanned. And the actual staff confirmed it was unplanned because they had a cooler fight ready to go. But the fight that we saw had so many variables. And after he finished, we all said, hey, can you go back and do the fight again, but do this instead so we can see if that is actually a variable? And he did. And it was incredible. The amount of variation in even approaching the fight, setting things up, preparing for the battle was remarkably impressive. So yeah, I was very, very, very impressed, without a doubt. Because it was like there was a thing in a cage, and halfway through the battle, the cage gets opened and the thing attacks you. But if you start the battle by speaking to the thing in the cage, you realize why it's attacking you. But if you mind control the thing in the cage and then start the fight, when it gets released, it attacks the thing that attacked you originally because now it's on your side. But if you kill the thing that opens the cage before it opens the cage, it never gets opened, and then you can talk to it and the thing realizes it's trapped there forever and begs you to open the cage. The amount of stuff that you can, the amount of processes that there's so many kind of if, else, when things happening all the time that I thought was really impressive. Yeah. But I was very impressed by that. Did I see the Twitter comments about Baldur's Gate 3 from the other devs? Yes, I did. The fact that other developers are going, don't look at Baldur's Gate 3 as the standard. They've had 6 years to make a good game. We didn't have 6 years to make a good game. Don't expect all other games to be like this. Okay. I mean, maybe not the same scale, but the same quality we'd like. That'd be great. It's very telling when, instead of saying, oh my god, this is amazing, we're going to raise our standards and do what we can to make the best possible game for the players, their first response is, please don't expect this. Yeah, the best endorsement you can get for is the fact that every other developer's really not happy with it, without a doubt. So funny. Baldur's Gate 3 is too good. We all suck. It's like game developers looking at Elden Ring and going, hey, could you not? Could you just not do that? That'd be great. Right. Have your cat catch 8 rats. Drop pet kitten. Wear cat speak amulet. Do I need to... Is it chase? Go on, puss. Kill the rat. The rat gets away. Chase. Go on... Do you wish to leave the room? The rat gets away. Chase. Go on, puss. Kill the rat. Hey, you did it. Well done. We've done 1. Are you providing ambient noise for this one? John, out you go. Yep, go out and chill. Got some new jeans, guys. These aren't lunging jeans. Sorry. Can't lunge as well on these. Can't do the lovely sexy boutte. Alright, we've got 1 out of 8. Right click, chase. Don't cats need food as well? Chase. 2 out of 8. And some of you might be thinking, oh my god, we're powering through this, you know, we're on 2 out of 8 already. Why do people hate this quest? Yeah, we're on 2 out of 8 of the first of 5. So we could be here a while. First time catching you live. Fantastic. Welcome to the stream. I got YouTube Shorts in your clip channel. Ah, yes, the Shorts clip channel. 2 out of 8 is 1 out of 100, apparently. Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff that you have to do. Keep going. Come on, we're going to get there. The rat gets away. I like how the writing of me saying, go on cat, you can do it, is still considered... Have I lost my cat? Where's my tiny cat gone? Oh, there's no, like, call follower button as well. Where is the tiny kitten? Tiny... You're on the fire. That's why I can't see you, because you're orange. It's on the fire. Now, if... Yeah, they do need a call follower button. If there was any game that I want to tell you... Oh, it's on the equipment tab. Thank you. If there was any game that I would want to pre-order, it will be Baldur's Gate 3. But I'm not going to, because we have to stick to our convictions. But I have no fear that it's going to be good. Sometimes people come to me and they're like, oh, is that game going to be good? It'll be all right. I have no fear it's going to be good. My numbers are slightly exaggerated for dramatic effect. No, we're going with that. It's exactly the numbers. 1 out of 100. So this is the quest, pretty much. Now, had I have bothered training my cat up, then my cat would be more efficient at catching rats. But I haven't. Do we get a tiny vest for the microphone? Oh, we could do that. I might do that in the future. I'm only hyped for Lords of the Fallen. That again looks good. Hey, George, no, stay strong. Stay strong. Purchase the game when it's out. That's it. How long would you have to train to level the cat up? Quite a while. You have cat food. Oh, thank you very much, Bren. That's useful. Apparently I can feed it a shark. So if I just use shark on cat. Oh, cool, yeah. The cat, the tiny, tiny orange cat just devours an entire shark. Fantastic. It shouldn't be too hungry yet because it's not annoyed at me yet. Did you ever play Pillars of Eternity? I did, actually. I've got the Pillars of Eternity games. And there was another one. There was Pillars of Eternity and there was something else that was similar to it, wasn't there? What was the other one? There was like the kind of isometric RPG style. Was it Tyranny? It may have been Tyranny. And there was Divinity, there was Tyranny, there was Pillars of Eternity, and I'm sure there was another modern isometric MMO RPG, possibly Pathfinder, those games. But again, these are the games that I really want to review. These are the games that I really, really, really want to completely, fully review. The problem is that playing them just takes absolutely goddamn ages. Everyone has stopped counting. I have no idea what number we're at. Hey! That was weird. The entire game just kind of lagged really fast. The rat gets away. Keep going. Oh, hang on. Talk to Fingspet in Varrock's sewer again. Pick up kitten. Come here, kitten. Talk to Fingspet. We are done. I have got the rats. We've done it, guys. We've done it. Right, cool. So we've sorted that out. And now we travel to somewhere else. We get given a rat pole. Fantastic. Now we get told about Jimmy and the rat pits. It doesn't mean... I mean, it doesn't have 500 feet, so it's easy compared to the tabletop RPG. Hey, Josh, are you by any chance interested in Armored Core? Yes. I mean, Armored Core 1 was fantastic. Haven't replayed 2 yet. Will hopefully play... Is it 6 that's coming out? The Fires of Rubicon. Looks really good. Excited to play it. Will I have enough time to play it? No idea. But we'll find out. Right. So, we have got everything, and now I need to travel to Ardoon. So, off to Ardoon, guys. Ardy-duggle-dee-da-da. Talk to Jimmy Dazzler, north of Ardoon Castle. Darcy, old reliable. Off we pop, my friend. Let's go to... Follow Darcy. There we go. Let's go to Jimmy, north of Ardoon Castle. What is my least liked game genre? I only don't like it because it's not for me, but football games. And I like them the least because I believe there is the least possible scope for variation or improvement within them. I'm always impressed when someone can make a really accurate, really fun football game. Okay, cool. But I look at them and I'm like, right, you've finished. If you release a sequel to this, what are you going to add? There is very little that you could add without fundamentally changing what this thing is. Hey Josh, are you going to play Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines on your second channel? Yes, eventually, without a doubt. Any chance I'll try the Warhammer MMO? If it's an RPG or an MMO, I will get round to it. Just, it'll take me some time. Josh, can I dazzle you? I would be upset if you didn't. Right, Jimmy Dazzler. Let me chat to this dude. He wants some stuff. Talk to Jimmy Dazzler and read the directions. I am not reading what's in this quest. We are just getting through it. Okay, we're just pushing through it. Just doing what we can. Where am I in r/place? When I am a bigger YouTuber, when I am a bigger Twitch streamer, when I am a bigger force on Twitter, we will try as hard as we can as a group to get some kind of image in r/place. I just don't think there's enough of us yet to take on the Reddit hive mind, without a doubt. Is it weird that I still don't... Yeah, well, I mean, 1.5 thousand viewers is a hell of a lot on Twitch. 2,000 is, you know, that's what we normally get up to on Saturday, which is a ridiculous amount of people, but there's never been that moment in my life where it's switched to you're a big YouTuber now. It's just never been there. It's really weird. Funny clip on YouTube of a rugby scene. I mean, Bollywood. Bollywood is great cinema, without a doubt. And people say to me, oh yeah, the YouTube channel's big, the Twitch channel's big. I just... slow and steady, man. Like it is. Perfect. Slow and steady. You just keep putting out content. You keep making videos. You keep enjoying things. Try to make content the audience likes and try to be true and honest when you're making content yourself. Seems to be the best way to do it. Jimmy has been talking a lot. Read the directions. Scroll contains directions to a manor in a densely wooded area near Ardoon. Follow the directions to the house. Oh no, it's gonna be a... Okay, so Darcy's still with me. Darcy, you haven't done this quest, have you? So Darcy has been with us for a long time, and Darcy is also getting a quest cape. So what I think we need to do is time it so we run when the guards... Oh, Ryo's here as well. And the sandwich lady. Fantastic. Do we need to be here? Can we just go around? Yeah, that's it. Just go around this way. This is easier. Sandwich lady, you're really giving our position away here. Okay. Sandwich lady, I love you, but you've really given away some positions. Okay. Right.
Sandwich Lady is not helping. We're trying to be sneaky. Sneaky stealthy. I do not know the roaming ranges of these guards. So, I am just going to guess when one of them moves, I move. So when that one turns around and goes the other way, we go this way. Okay? Do we go all the way to here? No, we don't. We failed. Okay, not a problem. We can do it again. Not a problem, guys. Can I just run in this way? Hang on. Oh yeah, that's way easier. Okay, cool. This is so much easier. I legit thought you were going to play Guild Wars 2. I'll go back to Guild Wars 2 at some point. That's just... Maybe it's that way. Maybe he has another position that he goes to. Oh, Darcy, you've been spotted, my friend. Oh, no, you haven't. How can you stand there and not be spotted? Follow Darcy. He's being autonomous. Darcy, I'm following you, mate. I'm following you. Let's see if you can lead me through this. Because you're about to be spotted if you stand there. Oh, no, you're not. God damn. Okay. All right. Oh, Darcy, no. We both got spotted. You know what? I'm going to do nothing. It's the point of lazy man mode. Darcy, get us through this maze. Doesn't matter how many times we have to try. Going to keep going. And you thought, yeah, you thought the Souls games were intense. You wait till you play Metal Gear RuneScape. Oh, this is it. This is the one. I'm feeling this. Can't believe that I thought, hey, I could just... Darcy, I might need to step one step forward just to stand on the exact square you're on, but now I'll follow you. Okay, now I'm following you, mate. I am, however, behind on stamina, so... Damn it. Okay, we get some more run energy, we'll follow it. Metal Gear Old School RuneScape is the way. Could you wear the rat pole for the authentic rat catcher's experience? Yeah, sure. What I'll do is I'll equip the rat pole as we get to this bit up here. Wheeled rat pole. Follow Darcy again. Cool. Look at that. You might not like it, ladies, but this is what peak performance looks like. Just two guys holding their poles. Don't. Serious. No, what? What? You got caught, I didn't. Too late. Stop, you violated the law. I'm just waiting for you to... Halt, thief! And I'll just hang around here for a bit. I think it's also because when you get caught by a guard, it messes up their movement cycle. And when it messes up the movement cycle, of course, it affects all the other guards around them as well. What is the plan for the new Session 0 episode? Been enjoying the campaigns. So, the Session 0 online episodes, as in the YouTube stuff, don't do anywhere near as well as the live shows do. And what I would like to do ultimately is focus Session 0 on being a live show. That's its strength. That's where kind of the good bits, if you will, are focused. So I really want to... I want to keep Session 0 if I can. That's the Dungeons and Dragons thing that I work on. As a live thing. If possible, without a doubt. And I want to film the live things. Did you talk with AlphaCast about the live D&D show? I chatted to AlphaCast about as many things as I could. Nice dude. Wasn't able to get a hell of a long time kind of to chat with him, simply because the whole kind of Ghent and Belgian thing was so bloody busy. But it was nice to be able to talk to so many people who were so passionate about that stuff. I can see that we are being raided. Thank you very, very much for the raid. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully everyone up from A2SZTV is having a good time. Welcome. I'm JoshStrifeHayes. We're playing some old school RuneScape. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the way that I'm playing the game, allow me to just give you a basic rundown. I don't want to put any effort into playing the game. Seems like a lot of work. So I'm playing LazyManMode, which is a term I have coined. I am basically doing as little as possible to finish this game. I am following people. I am accepting every trade from every person that wants to trade. I am letting people kill things for me. It's... Do we stand here? Is this safe? Little safe box, little shield right there. Catch the rat in the northwest room with your cat. So we need to get to that room first. Darcy, I'm trusting you on this one, mate. Nope, got caught around there. Hang on, we're good. We're good, in we go. And then drop pet kitten. Come on, cat, you can do this. Chase. Get the rat. Do it. Come on. The rat manages to get away. Of course it does. Chase it again. And now we just need to be here for as long as possible getting the thing. Josh, your microphone's under your vest. I know. That's how I like it. I enjoy it that way. Chase. Oh, good. We've got it. Okay, cool. Pick up kitten. Oop. Just hide away. We've got it. Right. Have I got this one? Hide in the northeast room until it's safe to catch the southeast room rat. So we're currently in the... So the northeast room is over there we need to get to. But there is the guard. I'm so... Oh. Okay. So we're all just hanging here, are we? Well, we've got two guards going on. I think soon we've got to move. We're waiting for that guard to move that way. And then do we go... Which way do we go? Trying to work out. This is why it's one of the worst quests, especially to stream. Okay, do we go now? Go. Go. Damn it! Oh, I thought I was being smart. Okay, I was not being smart. I was not clever. This is much more intense than Thief 2, without a doubt. This is Assassin's Creed Gillinor. That's what this is. That dude is going to walk out here and... No, he's not. Go. Just, I know this isn't LazyManMode. I've got to... We're not going to be able to get past this fully LazyMan style. In we go. We are safe here. We need to wait here until we go to there to get that rat. No, Darcy! Oh, it's Hasu. It's okay. Woo! Assassin's Creed Gillinor would be pretty sick. If I ever get a chance to talk to Jagex, I'll be like, yo, Jagex, come on. Come on, make a RuneScape Assassin's Creed. Do it. I'd play it. I don't know if other people would, but I'd play it. So I'm waiting for that dude to go somewhere. Don't know where he's going to go next, but wherever he moves next, we've got to run to this room. So let's get ready. But no, not that way. No, God damn it. I clicked the wrong thing. Oh. Falador Assassin's Creed, I'd play it. It's always a shame, and it's always struck me as weird that RuneScape never, well, Jagex never made kind of like more games exploring the Gillinor landmass, or the RuneScape mythos, if you will. Okay, so we seem to have got caught in some kind of trap loop where every time we go up there, the trellis, we get sent back. I mean, yeah, they made RuneScape 3, but I'm talking about, you know, different games. How can the guard see when I am behind the thing? Right, so we've gone that way. Where do we now go? I really wish there was like full-on stealth mechanics in this game. If there were full-on stealth mechanics, I'd be happy. Remember at one point they started making a few random games. Oh, do you mean on Fun Orb? Oh, Fun Orb. That's what I didn't chat to them about. Fun Orb. Need to work out how I'm going to buy that off them at some point. Be like, yo, come on. Come on. Sell me Fun Orb. Sell me Arcanist. Might need to hop worlds so the guards are in sync. Now, I've got this. We should be okay. We should be able to move in a second. Because he's going to go back that way. They're going to go this way, and I'm going to run this way. They were looking the other way. What are you on about? God, it shouldn't be based on kind of where they are physically standing. It should be based on the direction they're looking in. They should be looking in the direction that they are searching actively at the minute. Okay, now we've got two very weirdly positioned guards. Is that one going to come down to here? Because it'd be faster if I follow. Darcy, I'm following you. I am drinking my stamina pot. I am following you. Let's do this, Darcy. All right, I trust you. Got full faith in you. You want to run me back to this little corner here. You know what? From now on, I do nothing. All I do is wait for Darcy. Darcy, did you just effectively sacrifice yourself by standing where you need to hide, but then taking one step forward so I appear behind you? I wonder what would happen if you get spotted. Do I follow you on when you get transported? No, I do not. No, I don't. Yeah, so Rat Catchers is without a doubt one of the worst quests in RuneScape, not because of the idea, but because of the execution. It's a fine idea. Darcy, I am following you, mate. I'm following you and we are ready. I just got spotted because the guard did a thing. I'm coming back up now. Now I'm following you. Okay, cool. Following you, I've got you. Finally managed to catch a stream. What a terrible first stream to join into with the Rat Catchers quest. What a... I feel bad. Stand here, so you... Okay, I'm here. It's fine. And then Darcy comes back up, but not, like, immediately. You should be able to knock the guards out. Why are you doing this quest? It is torture, because at some point it's got to be done, unfortunately. Okay. Darcy, when that guard moves, I will follow you. Following you now. Can we go? I think we can go. I think the reason it caught me was because I follow you one square behind, and it actually kind of flung me, if you will, into the wrong place. But I'm here. Ryu's made it. See? Ryu's all the way over there. Darcy failed. Got caught. I think what's throwing me off is I normally look at the position of the guard and the facing of the guard as like a sight cone, if you will, but the game doesn't do it that way. The guards don't have sight cones. They have areas around them. And if you enter into that area, that's when you get spotted. Should I have gone then? Or is it like now? Because he's looking away. I went then and he looked away. I think that was the right time to go. And the fact that you can even go up the trellis and get spotted immediately, that's bad. Because I don't know what's up there. So I just keep getting spotted whenever I go up. They can hear your footsteps. Like, is that just a joke? Or is that a we need to actually walk, not run thing? Because if it is a you need to walk thing, I can do that. Okay, I thought it was like a serious actual mechanic they had. That would have worked. Okay, we're going to do this. We're gonna finish Rat Catchers. It's going to be on stream. It's going to be great. We started this quest half an hour ago. It took us 15 minutes to finish Lost City. AstroTurf on your souls. RuneScape doesn't have enough polygons. How do you feel about reworking quests like this, even though others had to go through it before? That's fine. Just because I had to suffer and others had to suffer doesn't mean the future has to suffer. Isn't it really weird that most people are like, we should make a better future for our children? And when you try and do that, they're like, no, not like that. I suffered. Therefore, our children must also suffer. If you want to make a better future for someone, you have to, at one point, just understand and fully accept that making a better future for someone means they won't have the struggles that you had. And that's kind of the point. It's so it's such, and I don't use the word often, but it's such a boomer mentality to me that they're like, oh, I worked really hard so you could have a good life. Okay, cool. Can I enjoy that life? No, because I'm going to make you guilty about the fact that your life is better than the one that I had because I worked hard to give you a good life. What do you want? Do you want the appreciation for working hard to create a good life? Do you want me to enjoy the freedom and the fun and the safety and the security and the kind of the joy you've given me? Or do you want to keep guilting me about the fact that the joy you've given me means that you had to suffer in some other way? What am I doing? Am I okay? No, I've been playing rat catchers for the last 45 minutes. Go. Oh, thank God. We're going to get into the very meta-philosophical part of it. And the thing is, you can still get caught at this point. Well done. 10 horrible rodents caught. Trying to add a rat to the pole. Yes. There's now 1 rat hanging off this pole. Excellent stuff. Pick up kitten. Hide in the northeast room until safe to go to the southeast room, then catch the rat. Oh, there's 2 rats. Okay, hang on. Chase. Go and get the other rat. Come on. Are we both competing for the same rat? I'm hoping we're not, because that'd be awful. Add a rat to the pole. Yes. Pick up kitten. Climb down the ladder. I don't think you can get caught when you climb down, so we should be fine. Oh, excellent. You actually can't. This is good. Now we need to catch 2 more rats here. Can you imagine if someone who's never played RuneScape before joined at this point and they're like, so why is RuneScape good? And we're all just like, it isn't. Leave. Just don't watch this. This is not the example of the game that you want to be giving people. I'm excited for Baldur's Gate 3. Yes, I am. I think Slayer music just told to hop worlds. That could work. I came here today to tell you about how sad it is that I have a busy life and cannot enjoy your streams. That's okay, the clip channel is there. Thanks for the YouTube clip guy. Oh, Visa is fantastic. Allows me to keep updated. I do try. Gabbo, I understand that life is busy, and I'm sorry that you've not got enough time to kind of run off and do all the fun things that you want to do at some point, but hopefully you'll be able to find a bit of spare time, a bit of free time for yourself. Enjoy your hobbies, enjoy the things you want to do. I'll tell you what I want to do. And I specifically, your cat cannot get to its prey. Let's walk over here. Here we go. I'll tell you what I want to do is, the whole moving house thing, there have been certain things that I've been putting off because I don't want to do them until we've moved house. But I really want to buy this huge board game called Conquest, The Last Argument of Kings. I don't know if anyone else has seen that before. It's basically it's kind of like Warhammer. You buy it, you build the models, and then you battle with like a weird card system that you use, and it's moved around, and there's dice rolls and stuff. But the models look really cool. Not sponsored by them. I just thought that it looked really cool because I was effectively looking for replacements for Warhammer Fantasy because I miss the old world, and I'm worried that Warhammer the Old World is going to be extremely expensive and very exclusive. So I was kind of looking for alternates to fantasy, and I found that, and it looked really cool. Your cat cannot get to its prey. The pathfinding in RuneScape is just it's awful. And even when your cat can get to its prey, it takes bloody ages to catch it. I played Greedfall. Not yet. I've played and enjoyed more than a few games, but too many hours, yeah, they're not worth the effort. It's hard to find a game that's worth the effort nowadays. Do you plan on playing Baldur's Gate 3? I will definitely play it. I will absolutely definitely play it without a doubt. Right. So the cat is being evil. We add more rats to the pole. We pick up the kitten. Talk to Jimmy Dazzler again. Right, can we go back to Ardoon? So do we just teleport back to Ardoon? The silk merchant, the silver merchant. Can we just walk through here and pop in and say hi? If they spot you, will they throw you out? They will. Okay, so I asked Jagex if there are any squares in the game that no one has ever walked on. And they said yes, there are squares in the game that nobody has ever stepped on. And I'm willing to bet one of those squares probably in this room. Because, let's be real, you get thrown out the room immediately. So I wonder if, with enough people, you could, like, rush into the room and step on, like, the furthest square away. I wonder if that's a thing that you could do. Like, you just run in. One person gets caught. Oh, you get caught at the same time. Okay, that's fine. Right, let's teleport back to Wardoon. Return to RD-Doggle-D-Da-Da and talk to Jimmy Dazzler again. Here we go. But no, there were squares that have never been stepped on. Ryu, I'm following you, my friend. And I'm pretty sure there's a person on YouTube trying to step on every single square. Have I played Gloomhaven? I have got Gloomhaven downstairs in the box unopened. Because I opened it and read the instructions. Seems pretty complicated. Seems like the kind of thing that I would want to sit down with a good couple of hours and really get my head around. So I opened the box, took the manual out, put the box back on, read it, and I'm like, right, cool, yeah, that's a lot. So we're not gonna invest too much time in that right now. Can it be those squares are unreachable? Potentially, but I'm pretty sure that from what they said, there are reachable squares that as of yet nobody has stepped on. Which I think is pretty cool. It's very impressive. That's an actual thing. A lot of setup, but a great game. Yeah, that's the plan. Hanani did a collaboration video, but there is a step on every square Iron Man. Probably. My vest is off. Oh, damn, it is. The illusion's killed. Hang on. There we go. Now no one knows. Okay, cool. Jimmy Dazzler, I have done the thing. That was just one of 4 people I need to help with my cat. So now we can talk to the rat pits. The rat pits is... bring the following items. Yeah, that's fine. The worst part is definitely done. However, I need to eat a shark, take the book. Helping Jack. Bring the following items. I need some rat poison. Can be obtained during the quest. Okay, that's fine. That's nice and easy then. I can do that there. Talk to Hooknose Jack in southeast Varrock. Right, off to Varrock we go. Break the Varrock teleport. Here we go. Just started OSRS this week. Is there a reason no anvils are anywhere near any furnaces? Yes, because that makes it more difficult to smith. And you unlock better anvils and better furnaces as you effectively level up. I think the closest anvil to a furnace is probably... That's a good point, actually. Where's the closest anvil to a furnace? You guys would know. You guys would definitely know. Frindinus. Oh, so yeah, just complete the hardest quest in the game. That way you'll unlock an anvil next to a furnace. It's a reward. Edgeville's pretty close, without a doubt. If you wear no vest because of heat, wouldn't it be better to wear no shirt but a vest? I could do that. I could look into doing that. But no, so old school RuneScape rewards you with easier to use kind of skilling stations as you get to much higher levels. Right, we're climbing down this manhole over here, are we? Open the gate. Through we go. And talk to Hook-Nosed Jack. Hook-Nosed Jack. You can give Jack your vile Kuram and red spider's eggs for the rat poison. Excellent, so he can make us some rat poison. Cool. If you wear no vest and no shirt because of heat, yes, that could work. With the current trend, just paint a vest on. Yeah. This is the part where your kitten can die. Okay. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Because, I mean, that kitten is worth at least a couple of death runes. Come on. Let me do some stuff. There's a lot of typing here. What are the ingredients? Actually, I do. Yes. Give me all the ingredients. There's the ingredients. He does the stuff. And then I'm guessing I... Cool. Rat poison. Climb up the ladder south of Jack. That is over there. Darcy, I'll follow you again for this. Bren wishes to trade with me. Bren, you keep trying to trade. I'm going to accept that trade. What are you trying to give me, man? I'm on your team here. What are we going for? What's my favourite cheese? You know what? I like Wensleydale with cranberries. I know that's the most middle-class answer I could possibly give, but in the UK, every Christmas, they always do a Wensleydale with cranberries mixed in, and it is delicious. It is incredibly, incredibly tasty, and I'm often saddened that I can't find it more often. What the hell? Right. Add rat poison to your cheese. Use rat poison on cheese. You don't eat the poisoned cheese. Use poisoned cheese with rat hole. I'm assuming this is an instanced thing. Cool. So use that with that, then use poisoned cheese with another rat hole. But no, without a doubt, Wensleydale and cranberry is a damn good combination of cheese and fruit. And I understand that that is an incredibly middle-class thing to say. But that's just who I be. All right, cool. We've used some more. Done. Something devours the cheese. Right, rat should die off soon. Climb back down the ladder. Return to Jack. This is such a long quest. So I come back to playing Guild Wars 2, which I didn't play since launch. Made a new character. Now got a level 80 boost. Would it be a good idea to use it now or save it for another character? It doesn't take that long to get through leveling in Guild Wars 2, but also you can level to maximum and then just play the story, because it will scale you down to whatever content you're doing. Someone said, what is this account? So it's a very simple account idea. I am doing as little work as I possibly can in order to progress, effectively making you guys do all the work for me. So I'm following people to where I need to get to, and everyone's just giving me items. It is the laziest way you can play RuneScape. You can effectively only do it if you're a streamer, because I'm pretty much just exploiting you guys to make this happen. So I'm clicking my way through quests. Right-click, follow Darcy. Darcy, we need to go to the Apothecary in West Varrock. Could you please walk me there? That would be great. How is Guild Wars 2 PvE compared to other MMOs? It's definitely more of a PvE game than a PvP game. That's very obviously true. Myth, you're in charge now. Please walk me there. So yeah, this is a streamer stream. And the reason it's a streamer stream is I'm aware that the most interesting part of this stream is not necessarily me playing the game. It's me chatting to you guys. That's 3 hours old and very cold. But the most interesting part of this stream is me chatting to you guys and me responding to the chat. And I can't respond to the chat if I'm constantly having to focus on playing the game. So, hands-free, gaming mode, you guys are doing all the work for me. I'm just sitting here taking all the glory. You know? Do you ever try old men's fragrances, like from the 80s and prior? You know, I can't say that I've spent a lot of my time going around sniffing old men, but hey, when I've got some free time, you know, when I've decided that's what I want to be doing with my life, why not? It can be a potential. It'll be something I look into in the future. Yeah, everyone that's helping me is paid with exposure, without a doubt. You are 100% paid with exposure. I need to talk about the rat catcher's quest with this dude, unfortunately. Did your vest get bigger? No, I moved away. Hang on, I need to reassess my sitting position, because otherwise I know that my back's going to get messed up. There we go. That's a better sitting position. But that means I need to rearrange the vest. Let me just resize the PNG. There you go, that'll do it. A bit smaller. Perfect. Cool, just stay still, no one will know. It's got to be a posture check, guys. Every now and again, just posture check your stuff. You do a lot of role-playing games, but have you ventured out into LARPing? Yes, I have. I used to do LARP. In fact, I want to try and get involved with a couple of the LARPs in the UK. There's a couple to the north, a few decent ones in Sherwood Forest, in the Midlands. LARPing was fun. It's something that I've not had enough time for at the minute, and it's something that I would definitely have to do like in kind of like a masked character if I did it again at this point, which would be super cool. Yeah, posture check, guys. Got to check your posture. Myth, what are we trading? I always trust you. Lots of food. For the cat. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Yep. Thank you very much. That is excellent. Gonna need it for the cat. Cool, thank you. Talk to Jack again. Doing a quest same time as Josh is fun. Is it, though? Right, Darcy, let's go back to Jack. Where was Jack? Jack was to the east, weren't they? Jack was back to the east. Hello, cat. You have returned. Do you wish for more food? Apparently not. It's just staring at me. LARP is live-action roleplay. Have you ever seen the film Role Models? It was in that. Yeah, LARP is basically what happens when you cross theatre nerds and nerds with foam swords, the woods, and a very loose rule system. That's pretty much what it is. It is. Do you not wish to be in here now? You've just wanted to come back in. LARP can be fun with the right people. With the wrong people, it's just like D&D with the wrong people. Imagine D&D, but physically acted out. There you go. That's what it is. It's nerds going outside. If you need to know exactly what LARP is, just type in LARP lightning bolt into YouTube and see a video of a man dressed as a wizard throwing beanbags at another man dressed as a rock monster, shouting lightning bolt every time. It's pretty much just that, to be honest. Right, okay, cool. So this dude tells even more about rat stuff. How was the panel from hell, IRL? Actually lovely. Larian were very, very accommodating, very nice people. Very much enjoyed working and hanging out with them. The staff at Larian seems to actually like working there, which is quite rare for a video game company. But yeah, the panel from hell was lovely. Sven was able to answer a lot of questions. People seemed to have a good time. Food was nice. I think the game's looking good. You do not want to be in here, do you? Oh, hang on, there we go. Oh, now you see the food. Hang on. There you go. That's what we needed. Go. Enjoy that mystery meat and jelly. There you go. Now you're happy. But no, panel from hell was lovely. It was really cool. Had a good time. Disembodied vest playing RuneScape. That's how I roll. What are we doing? Climb up the ladder south of Jack. Again? Oh, okay. Myth. Let's do it. Myth, can you please lead me back to the ladder again? It is bloody hot. It's really, really, really warm. That's just catching up. When you always complain in a D&D game, is it said that you are LARPing on? It might be. I think that's more about just talking and waffling on, though, specifically. What are we doing now? We're doing examine a hole in the wall. King Rat. Ah, yes, your cat can die here, can't they? So use your cat on the hole in the wall. You'll need to feed it fish by using fish on the wall whenever its health gets low. Use pet kitten on hole in the wall. Right, it could hold its own against a cat. In you go. Right, we now need to use... Perhaps you could supply your cat with food through the opening. So, go get that rat. Don't back down. Let's see what happens. So we are telling our cat to fight the rat. And now we are using raw salmon on the hole in the wall when our cat gets injured in order to feed it back up. I'm not sure how much health our cat has got, but when it's taken more than 1 or 2 damage, I will definitely feed it back up because your cat can die at this point. This is, yep, there we go. So we use the salmon on the wall. I've only got 8 bits of salmon, so I've got to kind of pace these out. So I'm guessing the salmon heal about 3 cat hit points, if you will. And now we wait for this cat. What? There's a wall. There's a door. Why can't we just break the door down and kill it? In some quests, you kill a dragon. And in other quests, you're like, well, there's clearly no way to get into this room. We'll have to shove a cat through the wall. RuneScape's logic is very inconsistent. I'm excited about the more... Hang on, I've got to focus on my cat right now. I will read the chat after this. I want to make sure that we're doing okay. Do you approve of gambling with the OSRS cats? No, I do not. Not at all. Don't approve of gambling in many ways. If you wanted to gamble in real life, go for it, but I don't want to be an advocate for it. Okay, cat, come on, you're doing good. You're doing good. This is fine. What is the cat's name? The cat doesn't have a name. The cat is purely a machine. The cat is known entirely by its use, by its focus. It doesn't need a name. It just needs a purpose. Come on, cat. You keep getting hit. This is not good. Keep going. Slap it away. Drop some supplies down. Stop getting hit. Good cat. Well done. Come here, kitty. Pick it up. Dr. Poopswell. Just call it Nom. Cat just needs to kill. Just death. Just death machine. You know what, yeah. Death machine. That's what it is. Alright, cool. We've done the cat. Return to Jack. Cool, we've done it. Myth, can you please lead me back to Jack? That'd be great. Here is little Death Rune. What? There we go. That's the cat's name now. Death Rune. And for anyone who's unsure why that's funny, you can trade in cats daily for death runes. And then you can just get another cat. And then you can just keep doing that to get lots of death runes. So I very much think we need to call our cat Little Death Rune. It's also a warning to the cat that they always know that if they cease to be useful, they will be traded in. Yep, I've got rats on the pole as well, because I've caught lots of rats now. I see. What are we doing now? Now we are going to help Joe. Travel to Keldagrim. Right. Traveling to Keldagrim, I think, will require us starting the Giant Dwarf quest. How do we start the Giant Dwarf quest to travel to Keldagrim? The series Gothic, yes, I will play the Gothic games on the Was It Good series. East of Relica. Right. Fairy Ring DKS. Interesting. Myth. Please lead me to a bank. Or even better, lead me to a fairy ring. Where's the nearest fairy ring to where we are? Because then we'll just go that way. Fairy ring AJR, then north. Okay. AJR, then north. That's the way to do it. So, Myth, I'll follow you, my friend. Let's get to a fairy ring. DKS is closer. Okay, I'll choose DKS. I'll go with you. But no, I will play the Gothic series. I want to play the Deus Ex series. I want to play the Drakan series. There's lots of old RPGs that I want to play through. And as I am playing through lots of RPGs, I want to make lots and lots and lots of videos on them, without a doubt. I think I've got everything I need. I don't think I need anything else. I've already got my Draman staff with me. So let's go. Darcy, lead the way. Let's do this. You said Deus Ex. You also mean Invisible War. Let's not go that far. You ever consider making a video on Kingdoms of Amalur, the MMO that wasn't? I've thought about making a video on lots of things, but I've got to kind of prioritize what I'm focusing on and what I'm not focusing on, just because there is so much content to cover. Is Kingdom Hearts 1 old enough? Yes, it is. Yes, it definitely is. When did Kingdom Hearts 1 come out? You're going to feel old when you realize... Hang on, what was the release date of Kingdom Hearts 1? Someone just Google this. Kingdom Hearts 1 release date. Came out in 2013, so Kingdom Hearts 10... No, that's Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 Remix. Kingdom Hearts was released originally in 2002. So it is 21 years old. Kingdom Hearts can drink in most states. Kingdom Hearts can join the military. Kingdom Hearts can drive. Kingdom Hearts can have a mortgage. 21 years old, dude. Kingdom Hearts has finished university. That's what's happened. Yeah, that is... Ooh, that is old. Someone earlier asked about a standing desk. Let's say an interesting story about standing desks. Where are we going? DKS? So, configure fairy ring. DKS. The Polar Hunter area. Let's do it. Oh, cool. Okay. Bren, I'm following you. I assume we're going this way, and there's no... a nice little snow effect going on. Just to wake up the old CPU again. Anyway, the standing desk things. I'm pretty sure I got an email from the standing desk people being like, hey, do you want to take a sponsorship? And I looked into it. And apparently what they do is they send you a standing desk. And then if they like the video you make, then they reimburse you for it. Or they send you some more afterwards. And I'm like, that's not how this works. You want me to advertise a product? First of all, one, I've got to like the product. And two, you've got to then pay for my time. There's a big difference here. What about a lying down desk? I've always said to advertisers, and I think, I've been honest with you guys as well, I've got no problems taking sponsorships. I've got no problems doing sponsored streams. I've got no problems doing sponsored videos. I've got no problems putting in sponsorships. But, and this is the big but, it must be something that I feel personally has value to the audience, to you, to the player, to the consumer. It must be something that I can look at and wholeheartedly say, yes, I think this is a good product. It must be something that I think makes the video better by being in it than not being in it. That's the important thing. Yeah. And I will not read a scripted ad read at all. I will not read a scripted ad read whatsoever. Start the Giant Dwarf quest. Yes. I've had so many people come to me and being like, hey, you've got to read this. No. Well, then we're not going to pay you. Okay. That's fine. That's not the threat to me that you think it is. Now, I'm in a very comfortable position with support from the audience precisely because I don't read things at them. Here comes the cutscene. If any of you are really bothered about the history of the Giant Dwarf quest line, you can go and read it on Wikipedia. That's pretty much it. I'm not going to read it out to you. Sorry. But no, so, I mean, what do you guys think about kind of sponsorships and segments and ad reads? Because, of course, as soon as you accept a sponsorship, there is, in everyone's mind, there's at least a level of thought that says, oh, well, they're not going to be as objective as they normally would be because they don't want to bite their hand that feeds them, that kind of stuff. I would rather do, this is going to sound weird, but hear me out on this. I would rather do an entire sponsored video than add in a 30, 60, or 120 sponsored segment at the start. And the reason for that is if you do an entire sponsored video, you can pace it like a good video. It flows. You're not interrupting the video halfway through to do a 2-minute ad read and then going back to the video as it is. If you do an entire sponsored video, you just pace it as best you can and add it at the end, which to me works better, to be honest. I just think that's nicer. Most of the advertisements are for trash products. Yeah, they really are. I mean, they came to me with those, do you want to sell the titles, the title things, the Scottish landlord titles? And when they said, hey, do you want to sell these landlord titles? I said no, because I know how they work. I know that they're just a novelty. You're not actually purchasing land. You're not actually a landowner. You don't have any legal rights to call yourself this. What you're selling is a novelty. You're selling those things that say you own a star. There is no actual kind of overarching government body or political body or business body that tracks any of this. You're selling a novelty. And I don't think you're being clear enough that this is a novelty. So you don't actually own a square of land on the moon or a square of land in Scotland. You don't. If you want to play a novelty, great, that'd be fine. But I've had so far like 3 companies that messaged me and were like, hey, can you do a video? And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I agree with your product. That's okay. So you're not a Laird of Glenfish. I'm sorry. I am sorry. You own a piece of paper. That's what you own. Yeah, that's exactly what you own. Right, so we're in Keldagrim, which is the city of the dwarves. And we have popped down here to see what's going on. And then... Sorry, I couldn't stay through Ratcatchers. No, that's absolutely fine. Don't you worry. Mate, if you stay through Ratcatchers, no one would expect any more. If a content creator is willing to take a sponsorship from a steaming pile of shit like Rady Shady, I wouldn't say that the content creator themselves is a bad person for doing that, because everyone has their reasons for taking sponsorships, and sometimes your reasons are survival. Everyone's got bills to pay, everyone's got food to buy, everyone's got a family and friends to try and take care of, everyone wants nice things for themselves. It's totally understandable that you will want to accept the sponsorships to live effectively. So don't ever feel personally offended by someone taking a sponsorship. I'm just in a very lucky position to not need to. Right, Darcy, can you please take me to Smokin' Joe in the northeast of Keldagrim? Yeah, Raid is annoying, but they fund creators. Yeah, they fund people. And some of your favourite creators and some of my favourite creators are only still creating because they were able to pay their bills that month, to keep focusing on YouTube as a full-time job and bringing you great content. I think that Tolarian Community College did it really well, because the professor makes some videos with no sponsorships and other videos with sponsorships. And he's actually gone on record and says that he puts the sponsorships in the videos that he knows are going to be less successful, because that is how he funds the videos that are more successful. He very much has kind of money builders and money spenders. These videos are going to generate cash for the channel. These videos are going to cost cash, but be artistic for the channel. Started watching you a couple of weeks ago, like your stuff. Enjoyed the Dungeons & Dragons online video. I very much enjoyed playing Dungeons & Dragons online, without a doubt. Plus, let's be real, if you're watching a YouTube video with a sponsorship in and you're not watching the premiere, all you're going to do is press the right arrow key forward like 9 times. That's what everyone does. They're like, but first, a word from our sponsor. Skip. Back to the video. Yeah, that's how it works. We all do it. It's okay. Yeah. Can you imagine that? It's today's video is sponsored by this game, which I don't play, but they've paid me a lot of money to say is good. Yeah, that would work. I would find that funnier. Do you ever think it's weird that companies want YouTubers to make entertaining, funny, engaging adverts, but they don't want them to do it at the expense of themselves? Like, if you could just make an advert that's entertaining, it would get shared, which would mean that your advert gets seen by more people. It's very much a case of business first, serious business. Don't be bad toward our product. Don't say anything negative. Serious business all the way. Oh no, we can't be making jokes at our own product, despite the fact that would absolutely 100% get watched more. And as you get bigger as a YouTuber, you have more weight to throw around. The Internet Historian is great. The Internet Historian has some of the funniest ads. And when it gets... You know what my favorite ad section is? Is anything that Many Kudos does. I think Many Kudos has nailed it as far as funny ad reads go. Because I just want to watch them because they are part of the video. They're silly. They're good. Yeah, Drew Gooden sponsors his own channel with his own stuff. Is great. Yeah. But then you have companies that are like, nope, you must read it exactly as it sounds. And sometimes I say to people, and I ask the companies, why do you want me to read this exactly as you've put it? And a few have replied to me and they've said, because our team of writers has decided this is the most efficient advert to put out. This is going to hit the demographic the best. This is created to be the most effective, grouping of words and pictures in order to sell our product. And I've been like, wow. You've optimized the soul out of your product. You've optimized the enjoyment out of it. You're taking this product as if everyone watching it is a soulless, mindless robot. There is a reason that some of the funniest adverts are invented by people who don't make adverts, because they just understand what they want. And I've said to companies before, I'll advertise this product because I use this and I like this, but you've got to let me put it in my own words and you've got to let me point out the flaws and the positives. And they've said no. I've been like, all right, cool. Bye. Right, what are we doing now? You have to equip the Cat Speak amulet. So, use, hang on. I seem to have completely forgot where we are now. Helping, what's the guy? Smoking Joe? Helping Joe. Travel to Keldergrim, talk to Smoking Joe. Use the smouldering pot on the hole east of Joe with your cat following you. So use tinderbox on pot of weeds. Use smouldering pot on the hole east of Joe with your cat following you and your cat speak amulet equipped. Use smouldering pot on hole. Cat's following me. Let's see what else we can do. Modern, good evening to you. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. I'm upgrading your stream to the phone screen in bed. Could you please not use sudden sounds? That's okay. If you're doing it just to stay entertained, if you want to put like Subway Surfers on the other half of the screen and then like a little Family Guy cartoon in the top quarter, that's fine as well. If you need more stimulation, that's okay. If you need more stimulation while you're in bed, I'm here for you. Not in that way, but in more of a video-based way. The rats escape into their holes. That doesn't work the way I thought it would. Use the smouldering pot on the rat hole again. Use smouldering pot on rat hole. Can you do the ASMR voice again? So does Josh have an OnlyFans? You know what? In all seriousness, no, currently I don't. But if I can stick at the gym for 6 to 8 months, 12 if I want to get properly ripped, I would consider it. Not nude, but lewd. You know? I'm okay with that. Confident in myself. I don't think what I've got right now is worth the photos, is worth your time. I want to make sure that any content I provide you is worth the time. I want to make sure someone would look at the picture and go, that's an attractive man. That's the plan. So give me 6 to 8 months. I'll get there. Give me maybe 12 months. Josh, in a calendar shoot, I would definitely do a calendar, without a doubt. I would do tasteful, sexy pictures, but not full-on hardcore nudes, just because I don't want to. Just notice the vest is an overlay. It's very warm in this room. That's what it is. So, little Death Rune, that's the name of our kitten, is going to go in and do some angry fighting stuff. We smoke them out. Death Rune runs in and attacks. Good Death Rune. Well done. No, I definitely will consider it. I'm not against it. I just don't feel right now that I have the time to take good pictures or the body that's worth taking pictures of. I feel there's a lot of attractive guys out there that would absolutely, blow me out the water as far as sexy pictures goes. But I'm not against it. Fireman, doctor, policeman, RuneScape cosplayer. I would do a shoot as a RuneScape noob. I would have like a rune full helm and shorts. And that's it. That's all you'd need. Right, so we've managed to clear out some of the things here. Just a party hat. Just a Christmas cracker. You know. Bronze helmet, quest cape, topless. Okay, we can get there. We can get there. You can buy some short shorts at the clothes shop. I could do, but I've already got some very short shorts. I like how half the people in the chat are like, oh no, Josh, no. The other half are like, go on. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I've got nothing against anyone that wants to do that type of work. In fact, if you've got it, flaunt it. If you've got it and want to sell it, sell it. I would probably... See, this is another thing. Would I keep it separate to the Patreon, or would I allow people who support on Patreon access to it as well? Darcy, I'm going to follow you. Darcy, could you please... Oh, you're doing the quest thing, aren't you now? If you're doing the quest thing, could you please walk us to the manhole near the face? Port Sarim is far. That's true. Minigame teleport to pest control. That will work. Minigame teleport to pest control. Where was the minigame thing again? Where is the minigame teleport? It's definitely somewhere. Grouping, activity, pest control, and teleport. Sweet, that'll work. That's much easier. Much, much easier. Is Josh seriously considering this? Yeah, I am, without a doubt. If I can go to the gym for 12 months and get absolutely ripped, why would I not? I wouldn't force anyone that's supporting the video content to support that content as well. But there's a lot of people out there who put great videos out and, excellent content, but are also pretty sexy. Right, we are not taking the thing, unfortunately. We are just going to cross the gangplank and go back to Port Sarim for this. Can I run as fast as a gazelle? Faster. Much faster. I don't need to cross the gangplank. I needed to travel with the squire. There we go. Never played RuneScape. Could you explain the appeal? Nostalgia. Old. Basic. Simple. Addictive. Very addictive. Remarkably dangerously addictive. Runs on a potato. Runs on a phone. Big player base. Great memes. Decent, caring developers. Fantastic content creator selection. Really good YouTube stuff. That's one of the best ways to look into it. Yeah, dangerously addictive. Level grinding addictiveness. Explosions of dopamine. Sorry, I challenged you, but I shouldn't have challenged you. Where is my cat? Hang on, pick up kitten. Totally forgot to pick the kitten up after a while. No, I keep clicking challenge. I apologize for that. Myth, can you run around to where Felcrash is, please? That'd be great. Will I make a video on the old Ben 10 games? I can't imagine why I wouldn't. But they will be made eventually. Right, here we go. I need to do this is the rat catchers thing now. Use a coin on the pot, return, clink your snake charm, return to Falcon. There's so much stuff to do. This is such a long quest. Will I make a video on the rise and fall of JoshStrifeHayes? I feel there's someone better to do that for me. I'm going to wait until Nerdslayer can do Death of a YouTuber, JoshStrifeHayes. He would do it justice. Who's the one that does the rise and fall of videos? Yeah, they would do better quality content than I would. Ever considered rebranding as a VR chat fanboy? Literally all the time. It's all I ever think about. It is 100% what my accountant tells me every day. I wake up, my accountant is standing at the end of my bed. The first thing I say is, how did you get in again? And they say to me, Josh, VR chat fanboy. It's where they all are. Have you been rehearsing? Have you been practicing? And I say, of course I've been practicing. And they say, prove it. And I say, gang. Ice cream's so good. Pop the bubble thing. Gang. Ice cream's so good. God. I used to do Shakespeare. That I would do. Someone donates it. Once more unto the breach, dear friends, once more. Or close the wall up with our English dead. In peace, there's nothing such becomes a man as modest stillness and humility. But when the blast of war blows... Do you want me to popcorn? Do you want me to gang? It's an NPC fetish. That's what it was. Any good, Hamlet. It was okay. It was all right. Not his greatest work. How much does the donation here have to be for you to prioritize to never do NPC dialogue? This is my first comment in your chat. You know what, Chris? That's enough. That's enough. Christopher, you've done. The very first thing Christopher ever said was, how much do I have to pay you to never do that again? You know what? Your desire is more than enough. We've moved on. We've stopped. Are you guys all putting a rat trap down and then all picking up from a rat trap? Leave the rat pits. You guys are weird. Right, so Ryoku, I'm going to follow you. Can you please run me back to the ladder over there so I can leave? Look at this. This is the intelligence of the average old school RuneScape player and stream viewer. They're all just reducing their own health on a rat trap. Sometimes I worry about you guys. Matta, good evening to you. Hopefully you're having a lovely day. Welcome to the stream. Talk to the face. Alright, cool. Keep chatting to the face. He's got a point, yeah. Don't say gang. Play Wizard 101. I have before. I already have. The thing is, if I was to play, like, you know, the TikTok NPC game, I would say things from other games. Because they're all like, you've got to be an NPC saying what TikTok donate you. No. You could just sit there being like, stop. You violated the law. Every time. You could just do it from Morrowind. That'd be great. Someone could donate and I could just reply every time, move along, Outlander. That's all I have to say. Every single time. They keep saying, it doesn't... What game does it need to come from? NPCs can come from anything. Just choose your favourite game with your favourite NPC chatter. Go for it. Stay a while and listen. We could do it from Morrowind. Ah. They're finally awake. We were caught trying to cross the border with that thief over there. Yeah, there we go. Just do it from that all the time. Oh, do it from from Warcraft or the original Age of Empires. Oh, the Age of Empires. No matter what someone donates, just be like, and then just change the colour from red to blue. And then next time, just do it back to the other red to blue or blue to red. Entire time. There we go. Enchantment. Every single time someone donates anything. Someone gives me an ice cream. Enchantment. Someone gives me an ice cream. Enchantment. Enchantment. There we go. Zug zug. Just say some... You finally arrived, but our records don't show from where. We could just do NPCs from other games. From Baldur's Gate. With ease. Consider it done. So I kicked him in the head till he was dead. Ah. Your life ends here. Just different quotes from RPG games. That's what we need to do. I could do that. Could do that without a doubt. Every time someone plays it, just movie quotes. Hang on. He's got a speech up. I need to get the entire... That'll work. Someone donates anything. And I'm just sat there. And they're like expecting a gang or an ice cream so good. And they donate something and I'm like, Cain is deified. The clans tell tales of him. Few know the truth. He was mortal once, as were we all. However, his contempt for humanity drove him to create me and my brethren. I am Raziel, firstborn of his lieutenants. I stood with Cain and my brethren at the dawn of the Empire. I have served him a millennium. Over time, we became less human and more divine. Cain would enter the state of change and emerge with a new gift. Some years after the Master, our evolution would follow, until I had the honor of surpassing him. For my transgression, I earned a new kind of reward. Agony. There was only one possible outcome. My eternal damnation. I, Raziel, was to suffer the fate of traitors and weaklings, to burn forever in the lake of the dead. Every single time. Just that. All the time. I can't really do Raziel's voice as well as the other one can. Like with the Tony J one. When the Elder God, when it's like, I know you, Raziel. You are worthy. He was a very, very good voice actor. What pitiful form is this I have come to inhabit? I very, very, very much enjoy Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. I think it's fantastic. Need some Dritz lines. Dritz, has anyone played Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2? You know when you unlock Dritz as a playable character, and all he says is, your guard was down. Your guard was down, just repeatedly. That's all he says. Right, talk to the face in Port Sarim again. There's so much talking to do. So much bloody talking to do. But yeah, we could do NPC quotes from other games. NPCs on TikTok and Twitter. Should I just get a load of random... I mean, what would be the best game to do NPC quotes from? What would be the best game to do NPC quotes from? Hang on, yes. There we go. Quotes from Warcraft 3. Human Alliance. Fantastic. Just there going, yes, my lord. What is it? More work? Ready to work. Off I go then. If you want. That's it. I'm dead. There you go. Done. Dawn of War. Dawn of War, without a doubt. Just shouting Space Marines down. Has anyone seen that amazing voice actor who does the RP style Warhammer 40k book readings? He's done incredibly well. Pong. Just from Pong. Just as soon as someone tits, just... There you go. That's all you get for Pong. Come on, face. Tell me more things. Oh, yeah. The dude that's been doing... I think is it Christopher Tester? I'm sure it's Chris Tester. He has done some incredible, absolutely incredible Warhammer 40k voiceovers. I would do those. Let's see what they've got. Hang on. 40k inspirational speeches. We just need to find some speeches. Is he related to Chuck? It's not real. It's just Chuck Tester. Chuck Tester is a very old meme, but it does check out. Alright, cool. So that person's told us a lot. Use a coin on the pot next to the snake charmer in Pollenveach. Have we got to go all the way to frickin' Pollenveach now? Okay, right. Fastest way to Pollenveach. Has anyone got a Pollenveach teleport tablet or teleport thing? Myth, I swear to God, if you've got a Pollenveach telly, mate. An Amulet of Glory, that'll do. That will do. I'll take that. I mean, they're untradeable. Oh, there we go, cool. Rob Amulet of Glory, where am I going to? Edgeville, Karamja, I'm guessing Alcarid. I'm going to take 10 guesses and say Alcarid's the correct choice here, so I'm going to go to Alcarid. And that worked. Cool. I don't think I can... Can I climb this way? You're all entering through the big window. Hey, you must earn our trust before he will tolerate... Right, I haven't done Desert Treasures, so you all are going to have to bear with me on this one. Do you ever play... I did not. No, I did not, stranger. You know what PC game I played when I was a kid that I've never seen anyone else play? Nocturne. Did anyone play the PC game Nocturne? I think it was a French game, but it was... You were like a vampire hunter, like a... Nocturne was, you were part of a secret government conspiracy to hunt down monsters, and you were part of this, you know, super powerful, super strange hunting group, and there were 4 episodes on the disc, and you had to, one of them was like hunting down the Wolfman, the other was hunting down a vampire, there was hunting down some like Chicago gangsters, and there was, it was basically like Resident Evil, except you had unlimited ammo in your guns. It was really cool, yeah. You played as the Stranger. Nocturne was really good. I liked it. Fixed camera, Tommy gun, gore, atmosphere. Yes. Best way of looking at it. Use the bank chest. Let's just grab some banky stuff. I need a shanty pass. And I'm probably going to need some desert robes. And some water skins. Yep, got some water skins. That'll do me fine. Sweet. Desert robes on. Am I going to need more coins? Use bank chest for the thing. Right, go through Shanty Pass. Cool. But no, Nocturne was great. Nocturne was really cool. So, fastest way to Pollenveach. Myth. I'm going to take 10 guesses and say it's travel on the Rug Merchant. Off to Pollenveach. Here we go. You ever played Habbo Hotel? I never actually did. Do I prefer real-time with pause or turn-based combat systems? Okay, so I very much prefer real-time with pause, but I can see that turn-based in the specifics of Baldur's Gate 3 and how they're basing it off what they showed they could do in Divinity Original Sin 2, I am happy with what they are going to create. It's not my personal favorite style of combat, but I think it works for the type of game they're trying to make. I also did play Hogs of War. Hogs of War is going to be one of the games that I replay at some point on the old Was It Good channel. Did I play Leisure Suit Larry? No. 3.5 hours and not once did I take a drink of smart water. That's because I'm not very smart. Had I have drank some smart water, I would have drank more of it. I still can't believe they haven't bothered to sponsor me. It's super annoying that they haven't. Right, use coins on Money Pot. Right. Want to talk about animal charming, my friend? Come on. Give me some animal charming stuff. I've told you many things. I'm just going to skip through here. Hogs of War was not brilliant. I think Hogs of War was one of those things where it was great at the time, but if you were to sit and play it now, it's not as good as you expected. Would I play a good Caiaphas Cain? Look, Caiaphas Cain is obviously shorter than the Emperor, which means if Henry Cavill is going to play the Emperor, or if Henry Cavill is going to play Roberto Guilliman, I'll play Caiaphas Cain. That's fine. I can probably find some time in my schedule to do it. I'll book a few Tuesdays off, pop down, film something. I would love to be in the Warhammer TV show. That'd be great. Chance of it happening? Pretty slim. Henry Cavill plays the Emperor, and I'll play Henry Cavill. That'll work. Now, the chance of me obviously, being in it is, of course, very, very low. But it'd be cool if I know the right person. That'd be nice. But, right, come on, this dude, give me 100 coins. I'd relinquish the lead to Cavill if he beats me in a Warhammer game. That's how all casting should be done. You should do a short film to get the attention of the studios like how Ryan Reynolds did for Deadpool. Again, that would be funny if I had the time and the money to do it. Return to just outside of the Port Sarim rat pits. So, return to just outside of Port Sarim. So I'm going to go to Falador and I'll meet you guys there. Right. Off to Falador. And I will follow Alone. Alone, you look very fashionable, by the way. That is a very good fashionscape going on. Please walk me back to the rat pits. Now, you're a space marine that meets a projection of the Emperor and it's Henry Cavill. That'd be cool. Promises you'll go to audition. If there is no, it will be privately cast. See, sometimes they do open castings. They did it for Star Wars. But I'll let you in on a little industry secret. The only reason they do open castings is to build hype. That's what it is. Because they're not going to cast some random person that's never been heard of before. Even when they cast, who was it that played Finn? They'd been in a really good film called Attack the Block before. They were an established professional actor. Open castings give everyone the opinion, this kind of dream that they can just go along, get spotted, and immediately get put into it. It is a very difficult industry to break into. And even though I have done well on YouTube and Twitch, industry professionals will look at me and just see me as a YouTuber. That's what they will see me as. Okay, stand out here and just click on your snake charm to play it. Play the snake charm. Click. Gameplay. Gameplay. 100% gameplay. I would very much love to be involved. I could play an Inquisitor, but it's one of those horrible realizations that in order to make it in the film industry, you need to be willing to pretty much drop whatever you're doing at the time to run to any auditions. I can't just drop YouTube. I can't just drop Twitch. It's my full-time job. Finally get a chance to catch a stream. Thanks for all the entertaining videos. You are more than welcome. I fell for the clip art waistcoat even after seeing the YouTube clip. That shows that I'm doing my my clip art well. Right, Myth. I'm going to walk back. We need to help Falkreath Return to Falkreath to finish. We've nearly finished Ratcatchers. You have been playing for a while. Consider taking a break from your screen. You know what, game? I agree. Yeah, so when you're trying to make it in the film and TV industry, you need to have a job that is willing to let you call in sick or take days off at any time, and very few jobs are like that. I can't just take a month away from the YouTube channel because the YouTube channel would suffer greatly for it. The bills I have would suffer for it. I wouldn't be able to continue feeding the dogs. As much as I would like to get involved in these things, it would very much be a risk. And I would like to take the risk, without a doubt. The risk would be great. But it's not just me, it's the dogs. We've finished Ratcatchers, guys. It took an hour. No, it took, an hour and 43 minutes. We started this 2 hours into the stream. We are currently 3 hours and 43 minutes in. We have now finished Ratcatchers. Thank God. We never need to go back and do that again. Fantastic. The question is, can I afford to take the risk? Now, that's a really interesting question, because if my entire life was just me, then yeah, but I've got the dogs, I've got a cat, I've got responsibilities and bills beyond, being able to go off and be free and do whatever I want to do. So I would very much love to return to the lifestyle of the wandering actor, the jobbing actor, but it's not just kind of the selfish lifestyle that I have anymore. Make the dog get a job. Just bring the dog with me. Just be like, Apollo, come on, we're going to go and act now. That'd be great. Take a sponsorship or two so you can afford it. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. There was actually a great video put out by ProZD. You know, the guy that does the video, the amazing voiceovers, the story of Lysander Roth and King Dragon. And when you are discovered to be a YouTuber, a lot of professional casting agents actually see that as a negative, because they realize and they think, oh, they're just a stupid YouTuber. They're just a very basic one-note YouTuber. I was actually reading an interesting story about Robert Downey Jr. And after kind of Iron Man became super successful, someone on set was out to lunch and Robert Downey Jr. joined them. They weren't a very important person on set. They were, like one of the grips or something, or just laying down some cable. But Robert sat with them and actually had a conversation at lunch. And they said to Robert, so what's your craft like? What's acting like? And Robert said, I don't know anymore. I just sit in a suit and say words. And I think that was the moment that Robert realized he was cast as just a Marvel actor, which is why when I was reading this report, he absolutely jumped at the chance to be in Oppenheimer, because he wanted to act again. I've made a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of Twitch videos. I want to act again. I want to get on stage and play a character that isn't me, and I want someone to watch that and come away and be like, God damn, that was you? That's really impressive. But until I can do that, theatre and film people will just see me as a YouTuber. And that's okay, because right now, I like being a YouTuber. And you're important, because you guys have come with me on this weird journey. So as soon as I get a role on stage or screen, you'll be able to look at me and be like, he's more than a YouTuber. But until that happens, I'll keep making the silly little videos, and we'll keep playing our silly little games. And eventually, we'll get a Questscape. But for now, you guys have a lovely evening. It's Sunday evening. Go to bed. Have a good night. I see Goth Girl, thank you for joining, but unfortunately, it's right at the end of the stream. So, go and have a good night. Enjoy your weekend. I will try and make another Was It Good video. Not sure what's going to be next, but I will see you, hopefully, on Sunday. Take care. Good night. God bless.